Chapter 3381. Shen Xiang was confident enough before she thought she had mastered the demon of Demon Clan, but now that she is very depressed after learning the news, if he wants to find the new nest of Demon Clan, he can only ask Great Peng family, or catch another poisonous demon. Poisonous demon is not so good, they usually hide very well, and rarely appear in many places. White Peng has given out some myriad Dao divine soil and handed it to Shen Xiang. After Shen Xiang took over, he asked, Peng de Princess, then can you tell me, where is the new nest of Demon Clan? It is obvious that Shen Xiang is going to find the new nest of Demon Clan, the purpose is to save the White Peng woman's father. I can't tell you, I cancelled the reward and didn't want more people to take risks. White Peng said, shaking her head, please understand. Proud of Sacred City's City Lord's son, Cheng Shaoran coldly said, hurry up, Peng Demon Princess's attitude is very obvious, this is the end of the matter, deal with Demon Clan, we have to do it, you should not force you are nothing more than a pendant princess. That's it, people Peng Demon Princess has given up, you are anxious, isn't there any other thoughts about the Peng Demon Princess? The young man next to Cheng Shaoran said with a sneer. Hey, you want to eat swan meat like you? Hurry up. White Peng was frowned and her voice was unpleasant. She said to a few people behind her. You are kind, he is just kind enough to save my father, you are not allowed to say this. Hey, you guys, isn't there any other thoughts about the Peng Demon Princess? Shen Xiang sneered a few times. Peng de Princess is our friend, we have no other thoughts about him, how is your market like this? Cheng Shaoran angrily said. Really, you really have no thoughts on the Peng Demon Princess? Shen Xiang he smiled, and the laughter was full of disdain and unbelief. Cheng Shaoran, they are really angry with young master. Peng Demon Princess just shook his head at Shen Xiang, indicating that Shen Xiang should not continue to do the right thing with these young master brothers. She seems to have been used to this kind of thing. And everyone is watching a play, and really, Cheng Shaoran, they have a few young master brothers have no mourning for Peng Demon Princess, they are absolutely unbelief. Cheng Shaoran vowed that there is absolutely nothing to do with the Peng Demon Princess. Cheng Shaoran loudly said. Several other young master brothers have also vowed. It seems that you are telling the truth, then I am relieved now. If you guys have a mourning for the Peng Demon Princess, it is really worrying. Shen Xiang laughed. Everyone was shocked. Some people dared to do this with a few young masters who were proud of Sacred City. Seeing Cheng Shaoran's look on their faces, they knew the anger of their hearts, and White Peng was here. Otherwise they have already shot. Everyone knows that White Peng is here, and definitely will not let these people fight Shen Xiang fight. Others will continue to receive compensation. White Peng said to Shen Xiang, her eyes indicating that Shen Xiang was leaving here. Shen Xiang walked aside and let the people behind him get the compensation. He didn't leave, but he was ironic to ask where the new nest of Demon Clan was. What is your name? Unexpectedly so crazy, if you are a man, just report your name. Cheng Shaoran coldly said. Oh, do you want to seek revenge later? Shen Xiang asked. Hey, I know that you are a timid guy. You are guarding the Peng Demon Princess here, so you dare to yell at us, you are now arguing that you want to show it in front of the Peng Demon Princess. Cheng Shaoran said with a sneer, I know your mind very clearly, unless you report your true name, let me see where you are sacred. You swear to go to find Demon Clan, you must have a certain strength, it should be a personal thing, you don't have to be so anonymous. A man in Xingyi, next to Cheng Shaoran said. I am just a nameless pawn. Even if I say my name, you may not have heard it. When you say it, you will hide your real name. Shen Xiang shook his head and smiled. You said it, Cheng Shaoran laughed. It seems that you are not dare to show your name. Cheng Shaoran their purpose is obvious, that is, they really want to know the name of Shen Zhang's, and then look for opportunities to take revenge, because there has never been such a small Lu Shang by Yitiao. My name is Shen Xiang, have you heard it? Shen Xiang sighed. Shen Xiang, everyone, especially those who came to pay compensation, they came here from Centaur Sacred City. They couldn't witness the battle in the Centaur Imperial Palace, but they knew that the name of the person who defeated 5 Prince was Shen Xiang. It was the guest of Crown Prince, who had 2 very precious Tao Creation Saint Stones in his hand. What about the Centaur country, how can these young masters in Sacred City not know? In particular, Cheng Shaoran, a few of them, they and the 5 Prince Ma Tianqiang often meet, and only because White Peng women came to the Sacred City this time, they did not go to the Centaur Imperial Palace to watch. Ma Tianqiang has a lot of money, Cheng Shaoran. They know best, because among them, Ma Tianqiang is one of the few to enter the world-defying sacred realm late stage. White Peng, of course, also knows Shen Zhang's thing. She really didn't think that this person was unexpectedly just the mysterious guest who had just defeated Ma Tianqiang. Now she finally understands why Shen Shang will not hesitate to challenge Cheng Shaoran here. Master, and not afraid at all, because he has a strong strength. This guy is Shen Shang, I am actually on the same boat with him. I didn't expect it to be so young. I also talked to him about it. It was a very polite young man. He seems to have just closed out, he doesn't know anything, and he only knows about Demon Clan when he chats with us on board. No wonder he is not afraid of Cheng Shaoran them. Cheng Shaoran's face is ugly to the extreme, the person in front of him, the strength is absolutely above him, because the original 5 Princess Ma Tianqiang is convinced orally, directly admit defeat. The most amazing thing is that Shen Shang is just world-defying sacred realm initial stage. Young Master Shen, the little girl has long been famous. White Peng woman broke the silence and said softly. In front of Shen Shang, White Peng women claim to be a small woman, it can be seen that White Peng is very optimistic about Shen Zhang's. After all, Shen Shang is a young expert, and expert is always admired. You're welcome, don't know if Peng de Princess can tell me about Demon Clan's new nest. If Brat is lucky, I will only be soul-defying Sacred Pearl. Shen Shang lightly smiled. Soul-defying Sacred Pearl is of great use to me. Peng Demon Princess shook his head. While you can beat Ma Tianqiang, the strength is superior, but you still can't find Demon Clan. You are still young, the future is boundless, I can't ruin you, it's all for you, you don't persevering. Chapter 3382. Well, if you borrowed soul-defying Sacred Pearl for a few days, I am willing to pledge the Tao Creation Saint Stone in my hands. Said Shen Shang, who has time domain and uses 3rd level to get him a lot of time. Soul-defying Sacred Pearl in my mother's hand, I can't decide whether I can borrow you now. But most of them can't, mainly soul-defying Sacred Pearl is very precious, and the value is much higher than 2 Tao Creation Saint Stone. Princess's face is awkward, please understand. Shen Shang smiled and said, nothing, tell me where the new nest of Demon Clan is, that's all right. Cheng Shaoran coldly snorted. You have finished, People Peng Devil Princess said that they do not want you to die, this is for your good, you are still annoying here. You are a bit strong, but you are still in front of Demon Clan not enough to watch, world-defying Sacred Realms expert has gone. It's hard to say if you can come back alive, let alone you. That is, I think that I am a little powerful, and I am invincible. Hurry up, People Peng Princess. The few young masters were ridiculous, but they were not as proud as they were before. After all, Shen Zhang's strength is stronger than them. Young man, forget it. The poisonous demon is really amazing. You should have seen it before you were on the boat. Right, we are on a ship. In the past few days, you should know how terrifying the poisonous demon. Weird, you don't seem to be on the deck for a few days. You dare to stay alone in the room, are you afraid of poisonous demon? A few days after the emergence of the poisonous demon, the people above the giant ship did not dare to stay in the room, fearing that they would be eaten by the poisonous demon. It's not awkward, I have had to rest in the room mainly because of my serious injury in the past few days. Shen Shang coughed a few times. I was attacked by the poisonous demon. Everyone heard it, could not help but take a breath. The poisonous demon is still on the huge ship, but also attacked people. White Peng also looked at Shen Shang with incredible face. Young Master Shen, this is not a joke. How do you feel now? The poison of the poisonous demon is very powerful, White Peng said in a hurry. Cheng Shaoran was also secretly surprised, but now he is said with a sneer. Get it, listen to him, edited by poisonous demon, he died early. It turned into poison. Shen Shang, you deceive Peng Demon Princess, but it is wrong, you see how much people care about you. Peng de Princess, don't listen to him. Shen Shang said. I didn't say that I had a fight with the poisonous demon, but he was quickly picked up by me, but Yuan Qi was so bad that he had to rest in the room. I know that bragging, if you can clean up the poisonous demon, I will send you a Crystal Emperor, which is a reward for your heroic savage, killing the people. Cheng Shaoran said with a sneer. White Peng female slightly took a deep breath, said, Young Master Shen, if you say true, can prove that you kill the poisonous demon, I think our great Peng family can borrow soul-defying Sacred Pearl for a few days. Shen Shang was afraid after the earthquake. At that time, the 3 poisonous monkeys almost ate the poisonous demon, but fortunately there was still a pair of skeletons, otherwise he missed the opportunity. Especially the Crystal Emperor of Cheng Shaoran, he has to set it. Peng de Princess, should you be able to identify the skeleton of the poisonous demon? Shen Shang asked. Hearing Shen Shang asking, Cheng Shaoran's heart screamed, is this true? White Peng nodded. Our great Peng family also killed poisonous demon corpse. Good. Shen Shang immediately took out the poisonous scorpion's cheekbones, painted black cheekbones, and was burned by fire. Everyone immediately encircled to see if this is really poisonous and demon. This is really poisonous demon, please don't approach, you may emit poisonous qi. White Peng was shocked, and everyone heard it and immediately fled. The poisonous demon is really killed by Shen Shang. This little brat, after killing the poisonous demon, actually rested in the room like a okay person. If you tell us early, we won't have to be scared for days. No wonder he can stay in the room with peace of mind, remember that he was the last to disembark. Because only he knows himself, the poisonous demon is killed by him. The people who were on the boat were all feeling deeply. Shen Shang looked at Cheng Shaoran and grinned. I just remembered that young city lord said that I would like to reward my Crystal Emperor. The son of the city lord, you will not renege on it. I thanked young city lord first. This young master is very fond of face. If he doesn't give it, it will definitely be passed as a joke for many years. If he is still alive, this joke will not be extinct. Cheng Shaoran's face is ugly. Young Master Shen, can the poisonous demon corpse be handed over to me? As a thank you, I will fight for the elders in the family and let them borrow soul-defying sacred pearl for a few days, said White Peng. Of course, because I was desperate at the time, I used the strongest flame strength, so I burned this guy in one breath. I have to say that the bones of this poisonous demon are really hard to burn, even world-defying sacred. The guy in the realm middle stage was burned out by me, and it must be turned into smoke. Shen Zhang's words made everyone shudder. How strong is this flame? World-defying sacred realm middle stage can be turned into chi mist. It's really a very effective way to deal with the poisonous demon with a powerful flame. White Peng seems to know very well about the poisonous demon. At this time, she used to store the poisonous demon. It is specially made when she touches the body. I also wore black gloves and didn't know what it was made of. Young Master Shen, you can rest assured, I will do my best strength and borrow soul-defying sacred pearl for you. White Peng said after collecting the corpse. I believe Peng Princess. Unlike some people, I just talked about it. When Shen Shang spoke, he took a look at Cheng Shaoran. This is a Crystal Emperor, hold. Cheng Shaoran dripped blood in his heart and threw the Crystal Emperor to Shen Shang. Shen Zhang's Crystal Emperor moment, Cheng Shaoran is very painful, but he got it hard, but now it is gone, but he thinks Ma Tianqiang loses to Dao Creation Saint Stone, and his heart balances a lot. Young City Lord is really a good person. Shen Shang laughed and arched Cheng Shaoran. Cheng Shaoran just wants to cry at this time, he is coldly snorted and walks back to the City Lord's mansion, otherwise he would like to grab the Crystal Emperor back. Shen Shang put the Crystal Emperor in a good position, although he is not very short of this thing, but he is not too much. Young Master Shen, wait for me to distribute the compensation, I don't know if I can show my face, come to my great Peng Inn. White Peng said. I am very happy, Shen Shang said with a smile, he felt that he was very hopeful to put out where Demon Clan's new nest was. It is a great honor to be able to be eaten by White Peng women. It is a great honor for many people, especially those young master brothers, who are dying in their hearts. Shen Shang comes out and grabs their limelight, though they are not in the limelight. Chapter 3383. After the White Peng woman was distributed, she asked Shen Shang to board her RV and head to the Great Peng Inn. Peng de Princess, you are not willing to tell me the location of Demon Clan's new nest. Are you worried that I will marry me after I successfully rescued your father? I said, I don't want you, I only want soul-defying sacred pearl. Shen Shang said in a serious way. White Peng's eyes were a little resentful, and she licked her mouth gently. The person in front of her eyes saw soul-defying sacred pearl so heavy and somewhat incomprehensible. I have a name, my name is Peng Xuanfei, and I call Xuanfei, that's all right. Xuanfei, can you tell me where is Demon Clan's new nest? Shen Shang undying heart. I have said that I promised to borrow soul-defying sacred pearl for a few days. Although it only takes a few days, I think it should be very useful for you. Peng Xuanfei said slightly. How many times have you said? Mang Demon Clan is very dangerous. I don't tell you, it's for you. How is your person so stubborn? A few days are not enough. Shen Shang snorted and said, if you don't, I will find it myself. If I can really save your father, your reward can be fulfilled, right? Without 100 days, you will be able to cash it. Peng Xuanfei Yu sighed. You still don't want to go, it's really dangerous. Xuanfei, you care about me so much, I have to save your father more. Shen Shang laughed. I originally just wanted soul-defying sacred pearl. I don't want you, but now I suddenly want you a little, you are so good. Beautiful, beautiful big wings, no style, I changed my mind. Peng Xuanfei licked his face was slightly red, and he could only sip a bite. I know you can't look at me, forget it, I will save your father, I only want soul-defying sacred pearl. Shen Shang said. Young Master Shen, you misunderstood, Peng Xuanfei quickly explained, I just don't want you to be too obsessed with this. I will try to get more opportunities in the future to get in touch with soul-defying sacred pearl. I will give you time with soul-defying sacred pearl. You should never go to Demon Clan. Then I have to go, you are a good person, I will bring your father back. Shen Shang made a face to Peng Xuanfei. Hey, Peng Xuanfei, some angry, tenderly snorted, went over and ignored Shen Shang. Shen Shang is nothing, whistling and looking relaxed. This Peng Demon Princess is really good, don't give it to me, let me know first. Long Shui happily said with a smile, I want her to play with her wings must be fun. Shen Shang didn't take care of Long Shui, he was staring at the beautiful face of Peng Xuanfei. Your side is so beautiful, are you deliberately letting me see it? Shen Shang suddenly said. You guys are so annoying. Peng Xuanfei Lu Mei slightly, resentful said. Then you still please don't ask me to eat. Shen Shang happily said with a smile. Peng Xuanfei did not expect that when she was alone with Shen Shang, she found that Shen Shang was a bit bad. When she was at City Lord's mansion, Shen Shang was still very serious. If you are like this, I will not let you go. Peng Xuanfei. Okay, Shen Shang spit out his tongue. Xuanfei, is your Great Peng family poisoned by the Great Peng bird? Can you successfully detoxify? Shen Shang asked, because he had detoxification Dan, he didn't know if detoxification Dan could successfully detoxify the Great Peng bird. Moreover, he is still curious, and the poisonous demon in Demon Clan uses the same snake venom. Yes, what do you ask for this? After Peng Xuanfei finished, what utterly thought of it, shocked, are you poisoned? Peng Xuanfei's jade face is full of worry and anxiety. Of course not. Shen Shang waved his hand and said with a smile, thank you for your concern. Scared me. Peng Xuanfei closed the eyes slightly and gave a soft breath. I just want to see what the symptoms of poisoning are. Shen Shang said. And, I want to study research, how to detoxify. Peng Xuanfei shook his head. The poisoned Great Peng bird is now frozen in thick white ice, placed in a secret ice-cold room, even if I can't see them. Snake poison good solution, it's hard. Xuanfei, you honestly answer me, do you know where Demon Clan is? Shen Shang asked seriously. I just know the approximate area. I don't know the specifics, but you still give up. I won't tell you. Peng Xuanfei's attitude is very determined. If you don't, you take me to the cold room, I will detoxify the Great Peng bird inside. If I can detoxify successfully, you will tell me the area where Demon Clan is located, Shen Shang said. Can you detoxify? What method do you use to detoxify? Peng Xuanfei always feels that Shen Shang is very mysterious. Shen Shang is a world-defying sacred realm initial stage that can beat the world-defying sacred realm late stage. This is it's hard to understand, and Shen Shang can kill the poisonous demon. Detoxification Dan. Shen Shang took out a green detoxification Dan, said with a smile, this is detoxification Dan. If you don't believe it, you can test it now. How to test? Peng Xuanfei looked at detoxification Dan in Shen Zhang's hands and was a little surprised, you will still alchemy. Even among the proud sacred city, there are not many alchemists, and they are all given by the big forces as treasures. Shen Shang took out a heaven-devouring rat and then turned heaven-devouring rat into a middle-aged man. He said, let him eat the poisonous scorpion's cheekbones. He should be poisoned immediately. Then I will use this Dan to detoxify. Peng Xuanfei was surprised when he saw a mouse turning into a human. He did not expect Shen Shang to master so many bizarre techniques. Is he going to die? Peng Shuanfei is a bit worried about Ratman. No, Shen Shang said. As soon as you promise, I will test it for you immediately, then you will take me to the cold room. Although he can use soul-defying sacred pearl for a few days, he is not satisfied, he must get it. Peng Shuanfei is considering, Shen Shang, she has seen the most different human beings. When she is serious, it looks very reliable, but when it is not serious, it is a little bad. Can you really save my father? Peng Shuanfei asked. I said yes, but you have to believe it. Shen Shang sighed. But you don't believe me. Well, I believe in you. But you have to test the test now, let me see if it is really detoxification. Peng Shuanfei said, and asked, is this little mouse really going to have something? Reassured, Shen Shang said with a smile, you take out the poisonous demon bones. Peng Shuanfei after taking out the bones, Shen Shang controlled Ratman to lick the bone. Soon, Ratman's skin began to darken, braving black qi. Fast, he is poisoned, and the virulence is spreading rapidly. Peng Shuanfei saw it and screamed. If it was slower, it could only be frozen with the force of ice. Shen Shang hastily let Ratman eat the Dan detoxification Dan, seeing the pure black face of Ratman, gradually recovering the white, the snake poison is being eliminated a little. Peng Shuanfei watched as Ratman gradually recovered and was too surprised to speak. Chapter 3384. Shen Shang took a photo of the original Ratman, said with a smile, Shuanfei, you should believe me now, I can unlock these snake venoms. Peng Shuanfei was surprised for a while and nodded. This is okay, and it's still so easy. How did your detoxification Dan refine it? It's just made out of poisoning in the poisonous demon body. It's not very difficult for me. Shen Shang said with a smile. So, now you can tell me where is Demon Clan's new nest. Quote. When I go to the inn, I say, Peng Shuanfei said. Now she is hesitant. Shen Shang can really detoxify, but she is more worried about Shen Zhang's safety. Now Shen Shang is only Shen Shang who can refine detoxification Dan. This made it even more difficult for Shen Shang to take risks. When I go to the inn, I will let people contact the elders in the family, tell them that you have detoxification Dan in your hands, and then let them decide whether they can take you to the cold room to save other great Peng. Peng Shuanfei hung his head, I can't look directly at Shen Shang, because she has already made a decision, and now she will never tell Shen Shang about the new nest of Demon Clan. She doesn't know why, she doesn't want Shen Shang to go to risk. Shen Shang, if you go, the whole face is Demon Clan, and Shen Shang is just the world-defying sacred realm initial stage. Okay, Shen Shang seemed to see Peng Shuanfei's mind. Peng Shuanfei didn't know how to hide himself. It was easy to see, so she could only hang her head and not look at Shen Shang. But Shen Shang is not worried, because he is determined to do something that he will never give up. He does not blame Peng Shuanfei. Peng Shuanfei is mainly for his good, not let him take risks. Great Peng Inn has arrived. Peng Shuanfei walked down the carriage, walked in front, and entered the inn with Shen Shang. On the first floor of the inn, there were many people in Soul Demon. They all widened their eyes and watched Peng Shuanfei take a man up the stairs. Peng Demon Princess actually took a man upstairs, and the man is not the famous son who they are familiar with. Who is it, actually, and Peng Demon Princess is so close? Shen Shang followed Peng Shuanfei to the 10th layer of the Great Peng Inn and entered a living room. However, just after Peng Shuanfei had just entered, she felt that something was wrong and frowned, as if she was an enemy. Be careful. Peng Shuanfei saw a black shadow flying out of a sliding door and shouting, and the shadow was thrown at Shen Zhang's, very fast. Peng Shuanfei, after seeing the black shadow, the reaction was also very fast, hastily blocked in front of Shen Shang, running all the strength of the body to defend. Boom! The black shadow hit Peng Shuanfei, unexpectedly exploding, and a large black qi mist emerged. Shen Shang was also shocked by the shock wave and hit the wall. It happened so fast, Shen Shang didn't expect it. He thought it was the site of the Great Peng Inn, Great Peng Bird. It was very safe. It knew that it would hide such danger, and it was hidden in Peng Shuanfei. Inside the living room of the Demon Princess. Shuanfei, Shen Shang yelled. He didn't have any problems, because Peng Shuanfei blocked him at the most critical time, but Peng Shuanfei fell to the ground. Peng Shuanfei's jade face is full of darkness, his body is black poisonous blood, the thing that just exploded, unexpectedly, is a poisonous demon, killing people by suicide. Shen Shang hastily took out a few detoxification Dan and stuffed it into Peng Shuanfei's mouth. Bai Yu also had Tylee came out from Hidden Jade Villa to help deal with Peng Xuanfei's injury. At this time, all around spread poisonous qi, but Shen Xiang and Bai Yu were not afraid, they all had strong anti-drug power. At the time of the explosion, she released the strongest strength of the whole body and condensed into a shield, which can protect herself very well. The poisonous demon that exploded is very strong. After the explosion, the shield is blasted, although it is only a flesh wound. But the venom penetrated into her body and spread very quickly. Bai Yu said, "Fortunately, detoxification Dan is in time. If you slow down a bit, it may be too late." Bai Yu didn't know what to do, sucking away the black poisonous blood left in Peng Xuanfei and making Peng Xuanfei clean. At this point, Peng Xuanfei also woke up. She seems to know that what happened just now, all around is a mess, the land is a poisonous monster. Bai Yu is packing up pieces that contain acute poison. "You're all right." Shen Xiang saw Peng Xuanfei woke up and breathed a sigh of relief. If Peng Xuanfei wasn't blocking the poisonous demon that flew out, it might be him. I'm fine, who is she?" Peng Xuanfei was curious to see that Bai Yu was very professional in dealing with pieces with acute poison. "I am his wife," Bai Yu said. "The virulence in your body has not been completely removed. The poisonous demon is relatively strong, so his virulence is also very strong, although you eat a few detoxification Dan, but it can't be quickly detoxified, and the poisonous blood of the poisonous demon is also infiltrated into your body from your wounds." This unexpectedly is the wife of Shen Zhang's, but also so proficient in the poison. Peng Xuanfei is very surprised. She thought that in the Soul Demon Sacred Forest, she is a woman who knows the poison very well. Peng Xuanfei suddenly understands. Shen Xiang said before, as long as soul-defying Sacred Pearl does not want her, actually has a wife, which makes Peng Xuanfei secretly lost, an unspeakable emotion comes to mind. "Princess, what happened? Need us to come in?" Suddenly heard a voice outside. Peng Xuanfei just want them to come in. Bai Yu hastily made a squeaky action on Peng Xuanfei, then whispered, "Send them away, don't let this thing go out." Peng Xuanfei didn't know Bai Yu's intention, but nodded. She still can't understand why Shen Zhang's wife will appear here. "I just practiced and I made a mistake." "It's okay," Peng Xuanfei shouted. "Princess is fine, we will retreat," the voice outside said. After the Peng Yao went outside, Bai Yu continued to do her thing and deal with the pieces on the ground. "I don't know what elder sister calls?" Peng Xuanfei asked. "Bai Yu, how come you suddenly appear here?" Peng Xuanfei was very curious and asked. "There is a mountain in my divine sea world, she lives in it, and I join." Shen Xiang happily said with a smile, "She is a poison master, detoxification Dan is refining with her help, from." "Why don't you tell the story here?" Peng Xuanfei asked. She didn't know what Bai Yu's intended. "You are too simple," Bai Yu said. She looked at the hall, where there were a lot of pieces, and there was a lot of poisonous qi and virulence, and the blood was everywhere. "Let Ma Yao come out and quickly pack it up," Bai Yu said to Shen Xiang. She just finished. Su Ma Yao smiled from the hidden jade villa, and then released a white flame in her hands, eliminating the poisonous qi floating here. Chapter 3385. Also suddenly appeared a woman, which made Peng Xuanfei stunned. Also suddenly appeared a woman, which made Peng Xuanfei stunned. "I am also this little rascal wife. What is my name?" "Peng Demon Princess hello." Su Ma Yao chuckle said. "With us, this little rascal does not dare to bully you." "I didn't bully her, okay." Shen Xiang snorted. Peng Xuanfei squinted at Lu Mei. His eyes were a little bit sorrowful. Shen Xiang actually had two women, really an unfaithful radish. "Sister Bai, you just said that I am simple, does this have a relationship with this matter?" Peng Xuanfei asked. "Here can be such a powerful poisonous demon. You said that this is the case. Most of them are outside, and your great Peng family is spoiled." Su Ma Yao said. "If you pass it out, you are being attacked here, you are great. The Peng family will definitely face the face and cause a lot of panic." Bai Yu nodded. "So now you have to pretend that nothing has happened, don't let their plans succeed." Peng Xuanfei stunned, and their great Peng family had spies and slandered with Demon Clan, which made her unbelievable and unacceptable to her. Is this true? Peng Xuanfei is simple, but not stupid. It is just a lack of experience in this area. She thought about it carefully and it is very possible. Because they are very sensitive to these poisonous demon, so when she enters the living room, she immediately feels that she can react in the first place. What is their purpose? Kill me. Peng Xuanfei was puzzled. She looked at Shen Shang because the poisonous demon rushed to Shen Shang. Revenge. Because little rascal has just killed a poisonous demon, and this thing is very fast, especially those of you who will fly. Su Maiyao said. It must have been a bird at the city lord's mansion. Knowing it there, and then knowing that you invited the little rascal club, the Peng bird will return to the inn and arrange it all the time. The soul of the poisonous demon is controlled, so he will use this suicide to avenge himself. He smashes Shen Shang and can poison you, killing 2 birds with 1 stone and causing panic, Bai Yu said. But what benefits do you get from a spy? For these intrigues, Peng Xuanfei is really too simple. If you die here, the great Peng family will definitely go all out to cruel demon clan, and you have just revoked the reward before. Shen Shang speculated. So, someone deliberately let the reward continue. The ultimate goal is soul. Defying sacred pearl. If the reward continues to be effective, the timing of the maturity, your father will be rescued, and then the spies will be able to soul-defying sacred pearl. You said before, soul-defying sacred pearl is in your mother's hands, right? Bai Yu said. If the spies of the great Peng family and the poisonous demon match well, they can really get soul-defying sacred pearl, and they will definitely have any agreement. But I gave a deadline and it will take effect during the day. If my father can come back and send soul-defying sacred pearl out. Peng Xuanfei is still difficult to understand. That's because your father is poisoned, and it's very serious. You can't bring it back. Otherwise it will only die. It won't get soul-defying sacred pearl at all, so they need a period of time to detoxify your father. Su Maiyao spit the tongue. Of course, this is just our guess. Behind this thing, it must be very complicated, that's it. What do I do now? Who is the spy of the great Peng family? Peng Xuanfei was in a hurry. She did not expect the ethnic group she trusted, but she was actually a traitor. You first loan soul-defying sacred pearl to Shen Shang, then let him use the cultivation base for a few days, then go to the new nest of demon clan and rescue your father. Then Shen Shang will get soul-defying sacred pearl. Bai Yu said. Soul-defying sacred pearl is being seen very tightly, and the guy can't get it. Peng Xuanfei, now that Shen Shang is not alone, there are 2 very beautiful and powerful wives, but she still doesn't think the 3 of them can save her father. It's too dangerous, don't go to demon clan. Peng Xuanfei hurriedly said. We are not only 3 people. Su Maiyao Jiao said with a smile. This unfaithful big radish divine sea is a woman inside. Shen Shang gave her a blank look and said, I am not a hard man, I will sneak in. Yes, he is the best thing about this kind of thing. He often peeks at us and we can't find it. Su Maiyao chuckle said. Ah, Peng Xuanfei looked at Shen Shang with great vigilance. Don't listen to her. Shen Shang needed a Su Maiyao's big ass and made Su Maiyao scream. Peng Xuanfei took a sip of the heart, and the 2 guys actually flirted in front of her. Bai Yu was sitting cross-legged in the hall. After Peng Xuanfei saw it, he whispered, what is Sister Bai doing? She is collecting the remnants of the place, and then getting the memory of the poisonous demon, so we don't need to ask you, but also find out where the new nest of demon clan is. Su Maiyao pinched Peng Xuanfei. Beautiful jade face. You don't have to worry about us, this kind of thing we have very experienced, especially this little rascal, life is very hard. But, you still forget it, it's really dangerous. Peng Xuanfei didn't expect Bai Yu unexpectedly had such a mystical approach, she was more worried, but there was no way, which made her very anxious. Well, if this brat rescues your father, I will let him go with you and soul-defying sacred pearl. I want you to be my younger sister. Su Maiyao happily said with a smile, stroking Peng Xuanfei the white beautiful wings. Shen Shang sat in a chair and said, this is what you want. Don't say anything when I am carrying her. Bai Yu frowned and said, I have found the new nest of demon clan, but I can't figure out who the white great Peng family is, because I can't see the guy's looks, the self-destructive poisonous demon is being held. Fly straight up. Peng Xuanfei can't do anything now, because demon clan's new nest has been known by Bai Yu, she can only helplessly sigh, look at Su Maiyao with their pleading eyes, let them not go. I am much better, go back to the great Peng family now. I have to go back and ask my mother to see if she knows something. Said Peng Xuanfei. Su Maiyao and Bai Yu both returned to Hidden Jade Villa, and now Shen Shang became more vigilant. He held the divine mirror of 6 paths in his hand and was able to withstand the attack at any time. Peng Xuanfei took Shen Shang out of the city and originally wanted to take Shen Shang, but Shen Shang took out the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and entered the Divine Mirror of Six Paths with her to show her. Divine Mirror of Six Paths is a strong defense, safer, and flexible in the Soul Demon Sacred Forest. If you fly on it, it's easy to track. Su Maiyao came out of Hidden Jade Villa and scraped Peng Xuanfei's cute nose. It's a little fool. Chapter 3386. Great Peng Inn. Peng Xuanfei in the hall where there were several people standing. Great Peng Inn. Peng Xuanfei in the hall where there were several people standing. She actually left the proud sacred city safely, and Shi Shang, who was together, what is it? A middle-aged one took a broken chair, angrily said, the poisonous demon is dead, but the two of them are a little nothing. Not only is it okay, there is no smell of poison here, just because of the explosion, it makes it very messy. I have already investigated, I don't know who he is. The Crown Prince of Centaur State met Shen Zhang's in Soul Demon's Sacred Forest and then brought Shen Shang back to the Imperial Palace. No one has ever heard of this person before. I can't see the forces from his fighting skills. One person said. After leaving the city, Peng Xuanfei wanted to fly, but he was dragged and rushed into the forest at the fastest speed. Just lost. This person is very vigilant, not the ordinary young master brother, shrewd is very deep. The middle-aged said. Peng Xuanfei should bring him back to the Great Peng family. I will return to the Great Peng family now. Inside Divine Mirror of Six Paths, Peng Xuanfei looked at the light curtain on the wall and heard the middle-aged words, his face full of shock. Unexpectedly is him. Peng Xuanfei took a deep breath. Who is this guy? Shen Shang left a rat with a counter-strength in the living room, and then he released the anti-strength to hide the Divine Mirror of Six Paths and returned to the Great Peng Inn, so he could see the inside. All. My uncle. The strength of world-defying sacred realm is as powerful as my father. It is the elder of the Great Peng family. He and my father are the youngest elders. Soul-defying sacred pearl was accidentally obtained by my father, but my father was very generous, letting the children and elders in the family take turns. Peng Xuanfei said. There was a turn to use the uncle, and he was allowed to use it for 3 years, but he took it for 5 years to return. My father was furious and said that he would not let him use it again. Quote. But, Uncle Tang is not angry, but takes the initiative to admit his apology. My father is soft and continues to use it for him. Peng Xuanfei sighed. Maybe because of this thing, I hate it. I really can't think of it. Uncleactedly is such a person. He usually takes care of me, and he also explored Demon Clan's new nest. Bai Yuyu and Su Maiyao are in the room inside Divine Mirror of Six Paths. They look at Shen Shang and the three seem to have the same connection and think of something. What good is the patriarch of your Great Peng family? Bai Yuyu asked. The Great Peng family has a divine spring in the birthplace. In a cave, patriarch can live in it. Peng Xuanfei said that she was puzzled by Bai Yuyu asking what to do. Is your patriarch very old? Su Maiyao asked again. Peng Xuanfei nodded. The Great Peng family was created by patriarch. He is very old now. He said he wants to try to fly out of Soul Demon Sacred Forest, so he is going to change the patriarch. If you are a father, most of them are your father to be a patriarch. So, your uncle has no chance to be a patriarch. Shen Shang snorted. A very simple conspiracy, your uncle is a patriarch, enjoy Divine Spring and enjoy soul-defying Sacred Pearl, so he will collude with Demon Clan. That's awful. Peng Xuanfei was very angry and frowned. So, my father was captured by Demon Clan, and it was also uncle. This is a very obvious thing. He told you that Demon Clan's new nest is to let you publicize this and let more people go to death. This is equivalent to feeding poisonous demon. And you suddenly announced the withdrawal of the reward, which will make Demon Clan broke the grain, so he was very angry. Shen Shang said. So he has to kill you, and then let your mother continue to release this reward. Shen Shang has controlled the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, flying in the Soul Demon Sacred Forest, flying low, but very fast, and very flexible to avoid some big trees. Your uncle also said that he wants to return to the Great Peng family. It is estimated that he wants to stalk from it and not let Shen Shang borrow soul-defying Sacred Pearl. Bai Yuyu said. So, when Shen Shang don't show up. Xuanfei yourself say inside the family, you have to use soul-defying Sacred Pearl, that's alright. Then how can I use Shen Shang? If you receive soul-defying Sacred Pearl, you must stay in a secret room in our family and you can't walk around. Peng Xuanfei also thinks of his uncle. Back to the purpose of the Great Peng family. Shen Shang immediately became a little squirrel, and Su Maiyao immediately smirked and pinched Shen Shang. This guy is Shen Shang. Su Maiyao said with a smile. You have to take a little thing back, shouldn't you be suspected? Ah, Shen Shang actually is a squirrel. Peng Xuanfei was very surprised, then teased the cute little squirrel. Yes, a very good color squirrel. Su Maiyao chuckle said. Really, I thought Shen Shang was a human being. Peng Xuanfei still couldn't believe it. I am human, Shen Shang shouted. Peng Xuanfei only felt the squirrel release a strength, so she had to let go. The squirrel flashed and changed back to Shen Shang. It's just that I used divine ability to transform, I can change a lot. In order to prove that Shen Shang has changed many small animals, Peng Xuanfei has opened her eyes. You are not like the people of Soul Demon Sacred Forest. You have a lot of methods that I have never heard of. Peng Xuanfei said that Divine Mirror of Six Paths surprised her. The younger sister you will do later, I will tell you. Su Maiyao happily said with a smile, reassure, I won't let this little rascal bully you. Peng Xuanfei doesn't know why, in my heart, suddenly look forward to Su Maiyao, they are together, she feels that I will definitely know some very interesting things when I arrive, maybe I can learn something. Divine Mirror of Six Paths flew for more than a dozen days and finally went outside Great Peng Sacred City. Shen Shang and Peng Xuanfei walked out of the Divine Mirror of Six Paths, and then Shen Shang became a tiny white squirrel hiding in the white wings behind Peng Xuanfei. Peng Xuanfei met the traitorous spy at the entrance of Great Peng Sacred City. The uncle named Peng Kunyao was a tall middle-aged man. He saw Peng Xuanfei himself, some accidents, and Shen Shang didn't follow. But it also made him feel relieved. Peng Kunyao is worried that Shen Shang will get soul-defying sacred pearl because the relationship between Shen Shang and Peng Xuanfei is developing very fast. If Peng Xuanfei becomes Shen Zhang's woman, and Peng Xuanfei might take soul-defying sacred pearl, this is he is most worried. Xuanfei, I am very tired along the way, welcome to go home. Peng Kunyao has a gentle smile on his face. After knowing Peng Kunyao's plot, Peng Xuanfei was very wary of this uncle. Uncle, you always know that I am coming back. Peng Xuanfei smiled sweetly. I went to Sacred City to have a good harvest, get a poisonous demon corpse, I am anxious to hand over to the elders. Quote. I also heard, I will go with you. Peng Kunyao took Peng Xuanfei's shoulder and boarded a RV. Then he put his head out of the window and glanced at several people. It should be to make them pay attention to them. City gate, if Shen Shang came, must stop Shen Shang from entering the city, which he said before with these people. But he didn't know that Shen Shang was on the RV at this time, hiding in the white wings behind Peng Xuanfei. Chapter 3387. Peng Kunyao is very curious why Shen Shang has not been with Peng Xuanfei, they should have been together, then where did Shen Shang go? Peng Kunyao met Shen Zhang's at the gate of City Lord's mansion on the same day. She knew that Shen Shang was a very cunning guy, but now she has not been with Peng Xuanfei. Obviously there are other conspiracy. Xuanfei, I heard that you are going to lend soul-defying sacred pearl to the young man named Shen Zhang's, but you should be clear that if you use soul-defying sacred pearl, you must be in our great Peng Palace, he is not with you. Peng Kunyao can't suppress the curiosity in his heart and ask. He has a few things, so I have to come to me after a period of time. I have promised him, when he wants to use soul-defying sacred pearl, he may have to come in a few months, I will be in great waiting for him inside Peng Palace. Peng Xuanfei smiled softly, Shen Shang is still very powerful. When he is young, he can kill a poisonous demon. It's true. Peng Kunyao nodded and took a few months to come, which gave him a sigh of relief, because for a few months, enough for him to arrange a lot of things. The Great Peng Palace is as big as the Centaur Imperial Palace and even more luxurious than the Centaur Imperial Palace. Uncle, I have to go back to the room to change clothes, I am not very good to see Elder and Patriarch now, said Peng Xuanfei. In fact, you don't have to be so anxious. If you have been rushing for many days, go back to the room and rest. Peng Kunyao he smiled. Go to Patriarch tomorrow. Although it is called the Great Peng Palace, the Great Peng Demon does not call Patriarch and Emperor inside, which makes the members closer, unlike the Centaur Imperial Palace. Peng Xuanfei after returning to the room, let Shen Shang come out. You are staying here first. I am going to see Patriarch. You must not run around. Peng Xuanfei did not go directly to Patriarch because she was worried that Patriarch and the Elder Council found Shen Zhang's existence. So, first go back to the room and let Shen Shang come out. Okay, Go back soon. Shen Shang happily said with a smile. I am afraid of being alone here. Peng Shuanfei said while playfully pouting. You don't want to tamper with me, I will be back soon. This is Peng Shuanfei's room, she is still worried about a man chasing her things. Peng Shuanfei after leaving, Shen Shang was lying on the fragrant soft bed, waiting for Peng Shuanfei to come back. After a long time, Peng Shuanfei came back. You guy, how can you sleep in a bed at any time? Peng Shuanfei whispered. Hurry into a little squirrel, go to the secret room with me and use soul-defying sacred pearl. Shen Shang picked up from the bed and asked, have you borrowed soul-defying sacred pearl? Well, they agreed to use me for 3 days. Peng Shuanfei nodded. Isn't this what you father? Why do you need to get their consent? Shen Shang is hard to understand. Because my father handed soul-defying sacred pearl to Patriarch, I made a rule that even if I use it with my father, I have to go through the approval of the elders, mainly for fairness. Peng Shuanfei said, only 3 days. If you are, your promotion should be no small. Where is soul-defying sacred pearl? I want to see. Shen Shang is already curious. In the secret room, Peng Shuanfei said, using soul-defying sacred pearl can only be used in that secret room and cannot be brought out. Okay, Shen Shang became a little squirrel, hidden in the wings of Peng Shuanfei. Peng Shuanfei took Shen Shang and walked in the Great Peng Palace. The Great Peng Palace was very large. The location of the secret room was also very secret. It was built deep below the ground. At the entrance of the chamber, there are 2 golden men with wings and a bird's face. They are responsible for guarding the secret room. Shuanfei, using soul-defying sacred pearl for 3 days, must come out after 3 days. An old man said very harshly, then opened the door and let Peng Shuanfei enter. Soul-defying sacred pearl was obtained by Peng Shuanfei's father, so Peng Shuanfei used more times, and people in the Great Peng family did not have any opinion. After all, Peng Shuanfei's father was very selfless, otherwise no one would have to use it. The 2 old men who kept the gate did not check Peng Shuanfei, so Peng Shuanfei went in. Obviously they believed Peng Shuanfei very much. After entering, Shen Shang saw a golden ball on the ground in the middle of the chamber, only the size of the fist, releasing a light golden light. The Chamber of Secrets is closed. If someone uses soul-defying sacred pearl, the outside person can't come in. Otherwise, Peng Shuanfei will bring Shen Shang here with confidence. With the hands on the soul-defying sacred pearl, you can take the soul-defying sacred pearl and take in the higher-level world-defying soul river's violent world-defying soul, and also directly absorb the souls released by the violent soul for growth. The soul of Saint world-defying in his own body, said Peng Shuanfei. After Shen Shang changed back to the human form, he said, the 2 old men outside will really not come in. No, this chamber is very closed. Even if there is a huge explosion here, it can't be alarmed. Peng Shuanfei said, you start now, don't waste time, only 3 days. Su Maiyao said that she would come out to accompany Peng Shuanfei. After all, she had to spend 3 days here, which was very boring. Peng Shuanfei was very happy to see Su Maiyao and Bai Yuyu coming out. I went to practice, you talk slowly. Shen Shang came to soul-defying sacred pearl, then released time domain to cover him in soul-defying sacred pearl. After time domain covered Shen Shang, it looked like it was covered by a water-rippled water cover. What is he doing? After Peng Shuanfei saw it, she was in a hurry. She worried that Shen Shang would come to soul-defying sacred pearl. Nothing, he used time power, which allowed him to get more time to practice. Says Bai Yuyu. Your Great Peng family is really stingy, soul-defying sacred pearl is your father's, but it only allows you to use it for 3 days. Su Maiyao lightly snorted and said, soul-defying sacred pearl is not used by anyone. How many days? Also no problem. The elders said that I don't need to impact the bottleneck now, so I can't use it for a long time. It's not good for me to use the transition, but I never refuse it every time I use it. Peng Shuanfei said, comparative within the family other Great Peng, I am very good, and I am the same age, and only occasionally can be rewarded with today. Su Maiyao coldly snorted and said, they are farts. I think they are usually used by their old fellows. The selfish guys are now, and your father is not here. Maybe they want to swallow soul-defying sacred pearl. Peng Shuanfei shook her head. She looked at Shen Shang and asked, what is the use of Shen Zhang's time power? How much time can he win for him? I don't know how much time domain he uses, forget to ask him. Su Maiyao said, but for 3 days, he should try to get the most time, that is third level time domain. Chapter 3388. Peng Xuanfei frowns on Su Maiyao's words, she doesn't know what it means, she is full of doubts. Peng Xuanfei frowns on Su Maiyao's words, she doesn't know what it means, she is full of doubts. How much is that? Peng Xuanfei whispered, she thought Shen Shang and Su Maiyao. They were very mysterious and had many strange methods that she had never seen before. 200 years, said Bai Yu. Peng Xuanfei thought that he had heard the mistake and was amazed and asked, what? 200 years. He used the third level time domain. One day outside of us, he was more than 70 years old. Su Maiyao happily said with a smile, if he is successful, it is more than 200 years. Using soul-defying sacred pearl for more than 200 years, Peng Xuanfei couldn't imagine it. She thought that Shen Shang could fight for 2 or 3 days, and it was not more than 200 years. With soul-defying sacred pearl for more than 200 years, what will it take? Peng Xuanfei don't want to think about it, because they have never used it in the family, and it's only a decade. Peng Xuanfei now understands why Shen Shang is so confident to deal with Demon Clan. When Shen Shang used soul-defying sacred pearl, he could directly sense the 4th layer world-defying soul river, but the above violent world-defying soul is relatively small, so the absorption of the soul is very strong and the quality is very high. Incorporating the soul into it, not only to improve the soul of Saint world-defying, but also to strengthen my own fleshly body, the body is not strong enough, it is difficult to control the powerful Saint world-defying soul. There is Scarlet Fire Divine Dragon, this guy seems very danger. Shen Shang runs the cultivation technique, desperately absorbs the soul, and at the same time distracts to study those Dao creation spell. He doesn't feel second level Dao creation spell right now, it takes a lot of strength, which affects his third level time domain. He is only currently studying Dao creation spell at first level. Seeing that these Dao creation spells can be combined together, the combination can become more powerful, and this does not require any strength. World-defying sacred realm is really not easy to break through. It takes time to cultivate Saint world-defying soul. If you absorb the soul, the promotion is very slow, even if you eat a lot of soul-defying Saint pill. Shen Shang is only practicing for a few months. I feel that it is very difficult to improve. If you want to break through, it takes a lot of time. In the case of soul-defying sacred pearl, it is no wonder that Qin Shuang's grandmother has been unable to break through the peak of world-defying sacred realm for a long time. In a hurry, Shen Shang did not think that time passed when he studied Dao creation spell. At this time, he had been practicing in time domain for more than 200 years, and he was able to step into world soon. Defying sacred realm late stage. Also, his research on Dao creation spell has made great achievements, allowing Dao creation spell of first level to be stacked on 4 layers, and his ultimate goal is to stack 9 layers, all of the 9 Dao creation spells of first level are combined at once. Together release, that is the strongest. It's almost time, it's over. Shen Shang looked at soul-defying sacred pearl, and some reluctantly, this is indeed a very good thing, but unfortunately he can't get it now. After Shen Shang withdrew from time domain, they heard Su Maiyao chatting. They saw Shen Shang finish and have Tilly stood up and walked over. How is it? What is your cultivation base now? Su Maiyao asked. World-defying sacred realm middle stage peak, if you give me a few more days, you should be able to step into the late stage. Shen Shang said with a smile. Just 3 days, you can improve so fast. Peng Xuanfei, if she didn't see it, she couldn't believe it. I just stepped into the world-defying sacred realm late stage. It won't take long, you can catch up with me, really fast. Peng Xuanfei looked at soul-defying sacred pearl, nothing changed, and she was relieved. Before, there were some concerns that Shen Shang would take too long to affect soul-defying sacred pearl. Now we can go to Demon Clan. Su Maiyao looks at soul-defying sacred pearl, happily said with a smile, as long as you save your father, we can get soul-defying sacred pearl and the beautiful Peng Demon Princess. Peng Xuanfei has a red face. If Shen Shang really rescues her father, she will never be able to talk about it. Although she is reluctant to go to the great Peng family, she thinks it is good to be with Su Maiyao and Bai Yu. Now let's go out, time is coming, said Peng Xuanfei. Su Maiyao and Bai Yu return to Hidden Jade Villa. Shen Shang becomes a little squirrel hidden in the wings of Peng Xuanfei, then Peng Xuanfei goes to open the stone gate of the Chamber of Secrets. 2 old men hastily outside, walk in to see soul-defying sacred pearl. After going to the top of soul-defying sacred pearl, they let Peng Shuanfei leave. I pretended to walk around and walk out of the Great Peng Palace. Peng Shuanfei gave Shen Shang sound transmission. She didn't understand this before. This was Su Maiyao and Bai Yuyu taught her. Well, you can rest assured that we will bring your father back, Shen Shang said. Well, I believe in you. But you must be careful, be sure to come back. Peng Shuanfei was only worried about Shen Shang before, but now I have to worry about Su Maiyao and Bai Yuyu. These two beautiful elder sisters are very good to her, she does not. I hope they have an accident. Shen Shang walked out of the Great Peng Palace and then hastily left the Great Peng Sacred City. He had to spend the fastest time to go to Demon Clan. Peng Shuanfei's father stayed in it for a day, and he was in danger for a day. He didn't want Peng Shuanfei's father has something. The area where Demon Clan's new nest is located is quite close to the Great Peng family and can be reached in about 7 days. Bai Yuyu said, if it is a Great Peng bird, it may take 4 or 5 days. I don't know if they made the new nest so close to the Great Peng family. Is there any intention? Shen Shang has already left the city, enters the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, and lets the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths fly among the forests of giant trees. Maybe Demon Clan thinks that Peng Kunyao is winning, and in the future, he can control the entire Great Peng family, and then Demon Clan will use the help of Great Peng to let these poisonous demon airborne in major cities and capture the major cities. Su Maiyao said, the soul of Soul Demon Sacred Forest is powerful, but it is a relatively young world. It is not enough to understand poison, formation and pills. It is difficult to resist the attack of poisonous demon. If that's the case, it won't take long for Soul Demon Sacred Forest to be poisonous. Bai Yuyu said, must stop these guys. The Great Peng family must have known that Demon Clan is nearby and they don't know what they think. Forgot to ask Shuanfei to see if she has talked to her mother about these things. Shen Shang said, mother might know something. We didn't ask, she just came back and didn't go to her mother. Maybe she is going now. She should be safe in the Great Peng Palace, Su Maiyao said. It's hard to say, Shen Shang shook his head. Don't leave her in the Great Peng Palace. Chapter 3389. Peng Shuanfei was previously killed by Peng Kunyao, but he did not succeed. Peng Kunyao will definitely not give up. Although there are many powerful elders in the Great Peng Palace, Peng Kunyao is also an elder himself, and he will have many opportunities to fight. Suddenly, thinking of this, Su Maiyao and Bai Yuyu were silent, and they felt that they were not thoughtful enough to ignore this aspect. Hurry back, Bai Yuyu said. Take Shuanfei a little better. Shen Shang immediately controls Divine Mirror of 6 Paths back to Great Peng Sacred City. Although there is a barrier protection for Great Peng Palace, this backward barrier is hard to beat Shen Shang. He uses space-time power and is very easy to go in. Then he uses the anti-strength stealth and walks to Peng Shuanfei room. At the door of Peng Shuanfei's room, Shen Shang looked at all around. After confirming that no one was there, he gently opened the door. If Peng Shuanfei was not inside, he could wait for Peng Shuanfei and take Peng Shuanfei. Just as Shen Shang opened the door, he smelled a poisonous qi. His face suddenly changed and hastily rushed in. He saw Peng Shuanfei fall on the bed, his face turned black, and she was poisoned. Poisonous demon poison, definitely Peng Kunyao. Shen Shang was furious, hastily took detoxification Dan to Peng Shuanfei, and then let Bai Yuyu come out to dispose of the poisonous mist here. Shen Shang sent Peng Shuanfei to Hidden Jade Villa and checked the room to find some black particles. A poisonous Dan. Poison Dan was blown in and opened, releasing poisonous qi, Peng Kunyao. This guy is really vicious. Bai Yuyu said, she also hates gnashing teeth, but Shen Shang is back in time, otherwise Peng Shuanfei it is dangerous. Although these poisonous qi are extracted from the poisonous demon, but the technique is too poor, these poisonous qi are only a gas to chronic effect, and it is impossible to cause death in a short time. Peng Shuanfei poisoning is not too deep. She woke up in Hidden Jade Villa and after she opened her eyes to see Su Maiyao, she was relieved. In addition to Su Maiyao, there is Long Shuiyi, little girl Feng Ka with transparent wings, then Qin Shuang, Mai and Jing sisters, and Zhang Sili. Their 3 girls, Pill Spirit, are both large and small beauty. Su Maiyao smiled and introduced these little friends to Peng Shuanfei and told Peng Shuanfei that it was Hidden Jade Villa. Bai Yuyu after handling the poisonous qi here, enter the Hidden Jade Villa. Shuanfei, this is your uncle, if you want us to do it here. Bai Yuyu said, Shengshang with 3 poisonous monkeys, still have some certainty. He is not in the Great Peng Palace now. It must have been that he sent someone to fight. I really didn't expect that he would dare to fight in the Great Peng Palace. Peng Xuanfei recalled, feeling scared. Reassured, there must be a chance to kill him. Shengshang said, Xuanfei, you and your family's elders say hello, saying that you have to go out for a period of time, you can't stay in the Great Peng Palace yourself, it's dangerous. Su Maiyao said, yes, let's get together. Peng Xuanfei can only nod her head now, and Shengshang goes to find Demon Clan. If she needs it, she can also give us strength. She thinks it is good too, and she can see her father in the first time. Good. Peng Xuanfei is much better now, she comes out of Hidden Jade Villa. Shengshang, like before, turned into a little squirrel hiding on her wings. Peng Xuanfei is very curious about how Shengshang entered the Great Peng Palace. She sounded and asked Shengshang. Shengshang simply told her that although she still didn't quite understand it, Peng Xuanfei felt that Shengshang was very powerful and could easily enter them. The heavily guarded Great Peng Palace. The Great Peng Palace is not at all strict in the eyes of Shengshang. If he needs it, he can quietly disturb the entire Great Peng Palace. Peng Xuanfei went to Patriarch and told Patriarch that she was going to Sacred City a period of time. If anything, go to Sacred City to find her. In this way, Peng Kunyao would not think that Peng Xuanfei was dead, once lost, and did not know what Peng Kunyao was. Peng Kunyao thought that this was a must, but after he learned about it in a hotel, he was drinking, and immediately crushed the glass in his hand, he unexpectedly failed again. Peng Xuanfei has already left the city, said the person who reported the news. He just finished. Peng Kunyao immediately shouted, I am not going to chase. You must bring her to me, I will kill her this time. Peng Xuanfei is already in Shen Zhang's Hidden Jade Villa. Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths is flying through the Soul Demon Sacred Forest to the area of Demon Clan. Xuanfei, will your mother be in danger? Su Maiyao asked. My mother's strength is not weak, and it is not closed for many years. Peng Xuanfei said. Peng Kunyao's strength is strong, but he has to deal with my mother is not so easy. Now Peng Xuanfei is calling her uncle's name, which shows that she has hated Peng Kunyao and has to kill her twice. Peng Xuanfei had fun together with Feng Ka in Hidden Jade Villa and could learn a lot. Now she knows that Shengshang is a very powerful alchemist and Su Maiyao. And the existence of Pill Spirit also surprised her, without alchemy, can directly condense Dan. The magic of Hidden Jade Villa makes Peng Xuanfei an eye-opener. Long Shui and Feng Ka are the favorite to play, especially when they see Peng Xuanfei have a pair of beautiful white wings, wrapped around Peng Xuanfei, let Peng Xuanfei fly with her. Feng Ka himself has wings, but he also wants Peng Xuanfei to take her to fly, which makes Su Maiyao they don't know whether to cry or laugh. A few days later, Shengshang has entered the area of Demon Clan, and Hidden Jade Villa is also quiet, because Shengshang has entered a dangerous area, and may need their help at any time. There are a lot of traps, and I don't know if Divine Mirror of 6 Paths will trigger. Bai Yuyu said, she has a memory of Poisonous Demon, knowing that there are more traps here. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths is invisible, has no breath, and is still vacant, but these traps will definitely be designed for the Great Peng family, because the Great Peng can flap their wings when they are in the human form. After entering the area, Divine Mirror of 6 Paths flew slowly, silently, and was invisible and hard to find. After a few hours of flight, Shengshang suddenly found something hidden in a big tree. He looked carefully and found that it was a poisonous demon, hiding inside the tree hole, but showing a tail. These guys are waiting for someone to step on the trap and then check it out. Bai Yuyu has come out of Hidden Jade Villa. There is only one. If wanted to kill him, then use Grasping Soul Devil Curse for him. Shengshang said. The guys who are sent here are mostly weak chickens. Chapter 3390. Shengshang is under the tree. He hasn't gone up to get rid of the poisonous demon. He is waiting for Bai Yuyu's opinion. For the time being, don't fight, these poisonous demons may have any connection. If you die, you may beat the grass to scare the snake. It will be bad for us. You must remember that you are diving here, don't was discovered. Bai Yuyu said, the trap here should not pose a threat to you. You should be careful if you are careful. Later, Bai Yuyu told Shengshang about the types of traps, letting him pay attention to some places where there might be traps. Shen Shang thought that the poisonous scorpion hidden in the tree would be killed and searched for their memories, so that it would be safer to know where the trap is. However, there may be special strength between these poisonous demons to let them contact together, and maybe they will alarm the top of Demon Clan, and it will not be good for his next move. These traps are very cleverly set. These poisonous demons are really smart. Shen Shang almost didn't find out a few times. If he stepped on it, he would trigger those traps. The poisonous demon hidden here would come immediately. Bai Yu knows where Demon Clan is hiding in this area, but it hasn't arrived yet. Demon Clan's snake nest is hidden deep below the ground, but they set a lot of traps in a large area of the ground, mainly used prey. Now we don't know where Xuanfei's old man is hiding. Sister Yu, in your memory of Devour, is there any about this? Shen Shang asked. He was on the ground cautious and solemn, went to the top of the snake's nest. I don't know, this has to be mixed into the snake's nest. At that time, we will find another way. The small shrimp outside the total will certainly not know this important thing. Bai Yu said. Su Maiyao has refining a lot of detoxification Dan in Hidden Jade Villa. The pig of Peng Xuanfei is now poisoned. It will definitely take a lot of detoxification Dan to completely detoxify. It is not a bad thing to prepare adequately. Half a day later, Shen Shang came to the depths of the area. On the way, he encountered dozens of poisonous demons. There are hundreds of traps. If you are not careful, enter this area. Most of them will be tortured to death. Did you see a hill? Bai Yu said. I saw it, but there was no cave, nothing, and no poisonous demon was there. Shen Shang saw it just now. The hill was next to several big trees. The entrance is not on the hill is just a mark. The real entrance is next to a big tree. Look closely, there is a big tree with a thick trunk. Bai Yu said. The trunk needs at least dozens of people to hold it. Stand up. I saw it. Shen Shang looked at it carefully. In fact, there are many such giant trees here, but the tree is next to the hill, otherwise no one will pay attention. The entrance is on the big tree. If you are in the past, you will definitely see the poisonous scorpion on it. Bai Yu said. The poisonous demon is not proficient in the formation barrier, and they have not asked humans to arrange it. Will be hidden under the depths. Bai Yu's means Shen Shang understands that there is no need to go in from the tree hole above. After Shen Shang was close, I saw that there was a big tree hole in the canopy above the big tree, so let the entrance to the underground Demon Clan snake nest. If you go in there, it is easy to find and not safe. Drilling down from here. Drilling the ground is not a difficult thing for Shen Shang. He makes himself smaller, so that he doesn't have to make too many holes. He digs holes under the roots of a tree. Below this, it is definitely a huge underground palace and does not need to be excavated from the location of the entrance. Although Shen Shang has already broken through, but his strength is limited, he must quietly sneak into the underground palace and save Peng Xuanfei's father. This is the best way. If he is hard attacked, he does not have that strength at all. Shen Shang dug for a few hours, finally touched something very solid. It should be the stone that built the underground palace, which means the following is the underground palace. It's quite deep. Shen Shang, a teleport, enters the underground palace, and he appears in a passage, very dark. These poisonous demons should not be used off. Although in a dark environment, Shen Shang can sense things. He uses Dao Heart Eye to see the energy fluctuations of all around. Now he can clearly see the purple-black energy moving, that is the poisonous demon. It is. Bai Yu is not familiar with the terrain below, and only allows Shen Shang to explore for himself. After Shen Shang is invisible, it is difficult to be discovered, so there is no problem everywhere. As long as you don't touch those poisonous demons, that's alright. The pass inside the underground palace is intricate. In chaos, Shen Shang, if it is not good memory, will definitely be lost. I should be close to the center. Shen Shang said. In general, the center is the most important place, and I don't know if Xuanfei's dad is locked up. Shen Shang carefully walked in the dark passage, thinking about many things. The shower between the sudden glow, the light came from the front. Two poisonous demons are coming. The two poisonous demons walked along and pressed a piece of luminescent stone into the hole in the wall, and they did not know why they were suddenly embedded in these luminous stones to illuminate the passage. I don't know what the guests are. Let us illuminate the passage. Definitely not our demon clan, it should be the other demon clan guy. What is the end? God is mysterious. The two poisonous demon whispered. The sole demon of the foreign nationality is obviously the guy of Peng Kunyao, and only the great Peng demon of Peng Kunyao status will have this kind of treatment. What is this guy doing? It seems that it should be nearby. Shen Shang carefully avoided the two poisonous demons, then walked on the bright passage. Just now he passed both poisonous demons. Not being discovered, now he is more relieved. Shen Shang used the Dao Heart Eye and saw a group of very glaring lightning blows moving slowly. This guy is not Demon Clan, it should be the so-called VIP. Shen Shang walked over, and sure enough, he was on a pass and saw Peng Kunyao and a few old poisonous demon laughter and walked. The old poisonous demons are very strong, which scares Shen Shang heartbeat to speed up. It is a very powerful old drug lord in Demon Clan. They did not find Shen Shang, mainly Shen Zhang's anti-strength is too powerful. Quiet, as long as Shen Shang does not release any ability to breathe, they can hardly find Shen Shang. Come on, Bai Yuyu gave Shen Shang sound transmission. No, Shen Shang quietly followed. At this time, Peng Kunyao suddenly said something that made Shen Shang very concerned. 3 old, when can you help Peng Guquan get the best poison at the earliest? Chapter 3391, Perfect Rescue. Peng Guquan was precisely Peng Profound Face's father. The reason Peng Kunyao came here was because he urgently wanted to bring Peng Guquan back so that he could obtain the Aohun Holy Bead as soon as possible. It will take at least 5 months. We've already given him the fastest way to detoxify the poison. This fellow is too strong. If not for the fact that we used poison so fiercely back then, our python demon race would have definitely suffered heavy losses. An old poisonous python said. Sigh, time is of the essence. If I don't hurry, I might not even be able to obtain the Aohun Holy Bead. If I bring Peng Guquan back now, my position in rock will be even higher, and I will be able to immediately obtain the Aohun Holy Bead. But after Peng Guquan is poisoned, his vitality will definitely be greatly damaged, and it will be difficult for him to compete for the position of patriarch against me. Peng Kunyao was extremely worried that there would be a problem, because he had already planned this beforehand. Didn't you say before that you wanted to kill that little girl? And even sacrificed a lesser demon? Another old poisonous python said. Don't mention it. Peng Kunyao sighed. It's really strange, she can't succeed both times, although it can obviously poison her to death, but she can always cure the poison herself. Come to think of it, do you think your poison can do it? Why is she still alive? Of course we can. If you don't believe me, you can try it yourself. There must be a problem. The old poisonous python said. How about this, you go with us to force the poison out of Peng Guquan's body, and then, as soon as possible, if you join, we can force out more of the poison even faster, and then use our method to cure it quickly. Alright, alright, alright. I'll go now. Peng Kunyao was very worried that something would go wrong with his plan. Shen Shang was secretly excited, because as long as he could follow behind these guys, he would be able to find Peng Guquan. Peng Kunyao followed the old poison python as they walked along the passage. Soon enough, they arrived at a secret room, guarded by 4 middle-aged venomous python demons. Shen Shang did not follow him in. He already knew where Peng Guquan was. Okay, wait until they go in, then I'll make some noise. Shen Shang was in Yuyao Manor, so he asked Sky-Devouring Rat to bring a few pills that would cause a violent explosion before releasing this Sky-Devouring Rat. Sky-Devouring Rat had already used the counter power, so he could be invisible for a while. Sky-Devouring Rat climbed to a corner not far from here, put down the pills that would explode, and climbed back in. While Shen Shang was hiding in another corner of the passage, with a thought from him, those pills suddenly exploded. After the explosion, the entire underground palace began to shake, creating a huge ruckus. The 4 middle-aged men outside the stone room anxiously rushed over, while Peng Kunyao and the others who were in the secret room also rushed out. Rumble rumble rumble. When they went over to check, Shen Shang had already teleported into the stone room. The stone room was very cold and there was ice everywhere. This was mainly to prevent the poison in Peng Guquan's body from spreading, so Peng Guquan was currently sealed in a piece of thick ice. Shen Shang quickly placed the thick ice inside the Yuyao Manor, passed it over to Bai Yuyu and the others, then hastily ran out of the secret room and crawled towards the top. At this moment, the venomous python demon's underground palace was in a mess, because they had never encountered such a thing. It worked. Shen Shang was very excited at the moment. He quickly came out from the ground, released her 6 realms mirrors, and entered the 6 realms mirrors, controlling it to fly up quickly. On the way, he did not care about any traps anymore. he charged forward recklessly and even destroyed many traps, so he did not need to worry about alarming venomous python demon and the others anymore. As Shen Zhang's 6 realms mirrors flew, it would occasionally release waves of air, which would engulf the entire region of the venomous python demon and trigger many traps. The traps here were meticulously laid by the venomous python demon for many years, and were all destroyed by Shen Zhang with a single strike. How is it? Shen Zhang asked about the situation inside. Fortunately, the poison has been suppressed. The antidote pill has worked, and it is slowly detoxifying the poison. Bai Yu said. What about you? Did those venomous python demon chase out? No, they probably haven't reacted yet. Shen Zhang laughed. These idiots, I thought they would be hard to come by, I never thought it would be so easy. The most excited person should be Peng Profoundfei, to be able to see his father again, her tears couldn't help but flow down. She could tell that Peng Guquan was heavily poisoned, but under the effects of the antidote pill Su Meiyao refined, the venom was slowly dissipating. Peng Profoundfei had thought that she would let her come out and fight. After all, Shen Zhang wanted him to go into the python demon race's snake nest by himself. However, Shen Zhang did not start a fight, it seemed to be very easy for him to save her father. It looked very easy, but Peng Profoundfei felt that it was very scary, after all it was the python demon race's snake nest. Your father will be fine soon. Don't worry, Su Meiyao said. Your father is very powerful, after expelling the poison, it will not affect his strength in the slightest. Peng Profoundfei nodded. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what kind of fate I would have. She knew very well that she had been very simple before, and that she had almost been killed by her uncle. She knew very well that she had been very innocent before, and that she had almost been killed by her cousin. Shen Zhang also didn't know what kind of nest python demon race's snake nest was right now, but he could guess that those old fellows were extremely angry. Peng Kunyao would definitely be so angry that he would vomit blood. Peng Kunyao's good plan had been messed up by Shen Zhang, but even now, he still did not know who had done it in the dark. Shen Zhang had left the area where the python demon race was, and at this time, the Peng Guquan inside the Yuyao Manor had already woken up. When he woke up, he was extremely furious, because he was ambushed by Peng Kunyao back then, so he landed in the hands of the python demon race. It was Peng Kunyao and the python demon race who had acted together to harm him. Peng Profoundfei had also told her father many things. Peng Guquan was indeed a righteous person, she knew that Shen Zhang had saved him, and she had even saved Peng Profoundfei before. She nodded immediately and agreed to give the Aohun holy bead to Shen Zhang. Seeing that Peng Profoundfei and Peng Guquan's relationship was deep, Su Meiyao did not say anything about letting Peng Profoundfei follow her, and had even given up on that idea. After all, Shen Zhang had already obtained the Aohun holy bead, so they could use him in the future. Shen Zhang would be able to recover even faster if he used the first level of time field, and would be able to obtain sufficient strength as soon as possible. The first level of time field was able to buy him quite a bit of time. In merely a day's time, Peng Guquan had recovered and allowed him to leave the Yuyao Manor. It's been so many years, and I've been trapped in that block of ice. Thank you, brat, haha. Peng Guquan patted Shen Zhang's shoulders and laughed. He had a complete face, while the other rockets and even Peng Kunyao's were like beaks of birds. This might have been the reason why Peng Profoundfei was so beautiful, but Peng Guquan was also an extremely handsome man. Go, let's return to Great Peng Palace now. Peng Guquan said to Shen Zhang. This thing of yours, its speed should not be as fast as me. Chapter 3392, Zanfei's Promise. Although Shen Zhang's 6 realms mirrors could float, it couldn't float that high, and Peng Guquan could fly high in the sky. Alright, Shen Zhang nodded. Peng Guquan transformed into a giant rock, rolled up a tornado at the same time, and sucked Shen Zhang inside, allowing Shen Zhang to land on his back. Then, he flapped his wings, flying toward Great Peng Palace. The feathers on Peng Guquan's body were silver white, which was also a very unique color. Uncle, have you heard of any powerful humans that have been here before? Shen Zhang asked. This was a question that he was more concerned about, the reason he came over was to find Sun Ancestor. Not only have I heard of it, I've also seen it. He has all sorts of strange techniques, just like you, young man. Peng Guquan said, but that was many years ago. At that time, I met them and wanted to make them stay, but they refused me. They said that they wanted to go to some land of creation. How many are there? Shen Shang never thought that there would be so many people, he guessed that it should be the sun ancestor and the rest. 2. An old man and a child. Peng Guquan said. Especially that kid, don't look at how young he is, even if he is strong, I am still no match for him. Ji Yutong looked just like a young boy, while Sun Ancestor was an old man. They had actually come together to this place, no wonder they had been missing for such a long time. Although Shen Shang did not know what kind of place the land of creation was, judging by its name, it was an extremely extraordinary place. Uncle, do you know which direction they're going in? Shen Shang was also curious about the land of creation and wanted to take a look. I don't know, because even they don't know where it is. Peng Guquan sighed. Initially, the humans that came here weren't limited to just the two of them, there were also quite a few, it's just that I have never seen them before. Shen Shang no longer asked about this matter, he was sure that Sun Ancestor and Ji Yutong had come here before. Uncle, the Aohun Holy Bead is so important to your rock, will the elders in your clan agree? Shen Shang asked. Even if you don't agree, I still have to. After all, the Aohun Holy Bead is mine. I said before that if I really needed it, I could take it away. Peng Guquan said. Don't worry, the old man in my rock is still not bad. I don't really believe you. I keep having the feeling that they don't treat Zanfei very well. Shen Shang said. Although he had never seen those seniors before, looking at the way Peng Profoundfei was using the Aohun Holy Bead, those seniors were slowly reducing the time Peng Profoundfei had to use the Aohun Holy Bead. When Peng Profoundfei came out of the Yuyao Manor, she was right by her side. When she was in the Yuyao Manor earlier, Su Meiyao had already told her that she wouldn't let her follow him and let her stay in the Great Peng Palace to accompany her parents. After all, staying far from her family was extremely difficult for his father. The first thing you should do when you return is to give the Aohun Holy Bead to Shen Shang. Peng Profoundfei replied. I'm worried about some unforeseen event. Because of Peng Kunyao's cunning uncle, Peng Profoundfei had become suspicious of his clan's elders. Don't worry about that, I'll definitely do it. Peng Guquan was extremely grateful to Shen Shang for saving his daughter. He would rather die than let anything happen to Peng Profoundfei, so he was very willing to give the Aohun Holy Bead to Shen Shang. Peng Profoundfei was silent for a moment, then looked at Shen Shang and said, Father, I previously announced a bounty, as long as I can save you from Python demon race, I will marry him and give him the Aohun Holy Bead. Peng Profoundfei seemed to have made a great deal of decision before she spoke of this matter. Zanfei, I only want the Aohun Holy Bead, don't think too much about it, what I said before was just a joke. Shen Shang anxiously said, he could not bear to watch this girl leave his parents. But, I want to be honest. Peng Profoundfei said in a low voice. Peng Guquan was silent for a while, then said, That's right, you have to be honest. Now that you have grown up and have the strength of late period of world-defying holy realm, you should be able to go out and adventure. If there are no Aohun Holy Bead in the clan, the situation will become a little chaotic, so you should follow this young lad. Peng Guquan had also thought about it carefully. Shen Shang had Aohun Holy Bead, and it was an alchemist, with all kinds of mysterious techniques at his side, he could even cure the snake poison that was extremely difficult to cure. Shen Shang had charged into the Python demon race's snake nest alone and saved him. Just this point made him admire Peng Profoundfei's ability, it would definitely be able to grow even better if he stayed by Shen Zhang's side. I'd rather not. As parents, you definitely don't want your children to be far away from you. I don't know where I'm going. Shen Shang immediately tried to shirk her. Peng Profoundfei looked at Shen Shang with hidden bitterness, but Shen Shang was unable to bear with his sad eyes, and anxiously asked Su Meiyao, Sister Meiyao, you spirit demon, did you let her do this? No, I told her not to take her away. Su Meiyao said. Since she has no objections, and her father has no objections, you can take her away, I'll take it if you don't want it. She was a little reluctant to part with Peng Profoundfei since it was as if she was in a new world in the Yuyao Manor. She felt that if her father had no objections, she would be willing to follow Shen Shang. Do you dislike me? Peng Profoundfei whispered. Of course not. Alright, I'll bring you along. If I get the Aohun Holy Bead, I might have to leave. Shen Shang said. Peng Profoundfei revealed a bright smile. Peng Guquan had already flown back to the Great Peng Palace, and upon his return, he immediately brought Shen Shang and Peng Profoundfei to the stone room where the Aohun Holy Bead were stored. Elder, you're back. An old man guarding the door saw Peng Guquan and was pleasantly surprised. Who's inside? Peng Guquan said. Third elder. The old gatekeeper said. Oh, let him out. I want the Aohun holy bead. Peng Guquan said very straightforwardly. I was saved by this young man. My daughter once promised him that she would give the Aohun holy bead to him. Who didn't know about Peng Profoundface's bounty? Furthermore, she had obtained the consent of all the elders within the clan back then, and now that Peng Guquan had returned, she had to fulfill her promise. The two old men who were guarding the door thought it was natural as well. They hurriedly knocked on the door and called for the third elder. At this time, Peng Profoundface sent a sound transmission to Shen Shang. This third elder is Peng Kunyao's little brother and is also my uncle. It was actually Peng Kunyao's little brother. Shen Shang felt that there would most likely be a problem, because Peng Kunyao had to do such a big thing. There should be a problem. Tell your dad to pay attention to this guy. Shen Shang said to Peng Profoundface through sound transmission. Peng Guquan had been scammed once, so there definitely wouldn't be a second time. Chapter 3393. Peng Xuanfei and Shen Shang stood behind Peng Guquan, and Peng Guquan waited for the people inside to come out and squeezing strength, because in any case, he would bring soul-defying sacred pearl back today. Before he contributed soul-defying sacred pearl, but it caused greed, Peng Kunyao to kill him and her daughter in order to get soul-defying sacred pearl. Peng Guquan was very angry and chilling about this matter, and he now began to suspect that some of the elders within their great Peng family might have such an idea. Peng Kunyao should have been rushed back. Inside is his younger brother Peng Kunshan. Wait for us to pay attention to the face of Peng Kunshan. Peng Xuanfei gave Shen Shang sound transmission. The door of this chamber was suddenly opened, which made Peng Kunshan very confused. When he came out from inside, he saw Peng Guquan standing at the door. When Peng Guquan came back, Peng Kunshan immediately stunned and couldn't speak with his eyes wide open. He seemed to know something. After Peng Kunshan reacted, he rushed to soul-defying sacred pearl, but Peng Guquan was faster. When rush over, he shot Peng Kunshan against the wall. Hey, do you want to take possession of my soul-defying sacred pearl? Peng Guquan angrily said. The move of Peng Kunshan just made the two old men who watched the door feel very abnormal. Peng Kunshan, upon seeing Peng Guquan coming back, the first reaction was to capture the soul-defying sacred pearl. At first glance, he knew he wanted to take it for himself. Peng Guquan has taken soul-defying sacred pearl in his hands. He glared at Peng Kunshan, shouted, I know what you guys do, I know. Peng Guquan, what are you talking about? Why are you hitting me? Peng Kunshan's strength is not as good as Peng Guquan. He can't understand why Peng Guquan will appear here. The news of Peng Guquan's return soon spread. After the old man and the family knew it, they rushed in. They came here and saw Peng Guquan holding soul-defying sacred pearl in his hand, and he knew that things were not good. Guquan, you are back. What is going on here? Asked an old man with a long white hair on his beard. Hey, I was in the middle of Peng Kunyao, this brat conspiracy. He joined forces with Demon Clan to start with me, and he also twice killed Xuanfei twice. Fortunately, this little brother divine ability is vast. I am from Demon Clan. The snake's nest was rescued and helped me detoxify. Before Xuanfei released a reward, now we want the object promise, so I have to give soul-defying sacred pearl to this little brother. Peng Guquan said. He handed soul-defying sacred pearl to Shen Shang. After Shen Shang took it, hastily put it away. Soul-defying sacred pearl actually gave it to others. Peng Kunshan was crazy and roared. Peng Kunyao, you bastard, such a precious thing, how can you give it to outsiders casually? Isn't this all good for your brothers? You deliberately set up such a plan in order to get soul-defying sacred pearl. Peng Guquan didn't feel bad when he gave soul-defying sacred pearl to Shen Zhang's. Guquan, you are doing this wrong, you should have discussed it with us. Great Peng Patriarch coldly said, and then gave a look to a few old men around him. The old men have surrounded Shen Shang, and Shen Shang has soul-defying sacred pearl in his hands. It is a very precious thing for their great Peng family. Although it is Peng Guquan, they have used it for so many years and have long regarded themselves as themselves. It's gone. In this case, why did you allow me to post a reward? That's got your consent. Do you plan this with Peng Kunyao? Peng Xuanfei was completely angry. The great Peng family's patriarch and several elders are obviously to repent. They don't talk, patriarch coldly said. I don't care. In short, soul-defying sacred pearl must stay, otherwise no one can leave here. Brat, can you take Xuanfei to leave? Peng Guquan solemnly asked. No problem. When Shen Zhang's voice fell, Peng Xuanfei entered the hidden jade villa, then a teleport came to the outside of the stone, while using the anti-strength stealth, a few moments came outside. Just as Shen Shang just left the secret room, Peng Guquan screamed, and a violent thunder fire rushed out from the ground, rushing to the sky, in the stone room below the deep ground, pierced by Peng Guquan. Peng Guquan with the huge deep hole flying out, his strength is still very strong. When he first got soul-defying sacred pearl, he secretly used a period of time. Father went to find my mother, it seems that he intends to take the mother away from the great Peng family. Peng Xuanfei was relieved after learning about the situation outside, and her father did not fall into the hands of Patriarch. That's alright. Shen Shang didn't know Patriarch. They had some agreement with Peng Kunyao, but their performance can be seen. They have long been dissatisfied with soul-defying sacred pearl, and Peng Guquan had been harmed by Peng Kunyao before. The situation allowed him to make a decision immediately and leave the great Peng family. Now if wanted to find your parents? Shen Shang asked. He was still in Great Peng Sacred City. Don't go now. Peng Xuanfei is just you. She has a certain rapport with her parents. Although they have no goodbye, they don't say anything. Peng Guquan had previously seen Shen Zhang's strength and knew that Shen Shang could protect Peng Xuanfei, so he assured Peng Xuanfei followed Shen Shang. The Peng Kunyao guy must not be allowed to live. Shen Shang frowned and said, Xuanfei, do you know where the ice room is? Not in the Great Peng Palace. Peng Xuanfei heard Shen Shang ask this question and know what Shen Shang is thinking. I know, I will take you there, not in the Great Peng Palace. Peng Xuanfei hurriedly said, maybe my father will go to that place, those poisoned Great Peng, a few are old people, and both it's inexplicable poisoning, maybe it's Peng Kunyao. After experiencing this series of things, Peng Xuanfei has become more savvy and can think of many things at once. Under the guidance of Peng Xuanfei, Shen Shang went to the ice room with the fastest speed. The ice chamber is outside the Great Peng Sacred City, some distance from the Great Peng Palace, the earliest place for the Great Peng family. Shen Zhang's divine mirror of 6 paths flying through the Soul Demon Sacred Forest, head to the ancient habitat of the Great Peng family. 2 days later, Shen Shang finally arrived. This place is special, the trees here are very huge, and Shen Shang has seen the biggest batch of trees in Soul Demon Sacred Forest. These trees were very large because they were nourished by Great Peng. Peng Xuanfei said, there is a seam here, and the ice chamber is built below. Under the guidance of Peng Xuanfei, Shen Shang found the seam, only 4 or 5 feet wide, and did not bottom out, playing dark. Let me take you there. Peng Xuanfei took Shen Zhang's hand, then flapped his wings and fell down. If it wasn't flying, it would be very difficult. Chapter 3394. Peng Xuanfei fell for a little half an hour. Finally, the following is very dark. Shen Shang took out a piece of luminous stone to illuminate. Just in front, Peng Xuanfei walked deep into the ground with Shen Shang. After a long journey, Peng Xuanfei stood on the rock wall and looked at the rock wall carefully. She frowned. Father didn't come, I thought he would come, but no problem, we will save all the Great Peng inside. Come out. Peng Xuanfei pushed the rock wall hard, and after seeing the rock wall sinking, there was a stone gate. Turning stone gate on, a cold air rushed over and let Shen Shang scream. Go in. Peng Xuanfei took the glowing stone and walked in front. I don't know what's going on. There is a lot of ice and cold air. Shen Shang, if you don't use strength to resist the cold, it will definitely be frozen. There are 8 Great Peng poisoned in total, and we will help them detoxify, said Peng Xuanfei. Bai Yuyu and Su Maiyao came out of hidden jade villa, and Shen Shang released a barrier with divine mirror of 6 paths, covering the 8 ice cages and isolating it from the cold. Then carefully melt the ice and put detoxification Dan in the mouth of those Great Peng to detoxify them. After the busy work, it has been more than an hour, and the 8 Great Peng demons are relatively old and not weak. They should all be in the elder level. They are all fighting with the old drug lords, flying back after poisoning. Great Peng, so it will be frozen here. After seeing the 8 old men regain their spirits, Peng Xuanfei briefly told them about the Great Peng family and made them angry. They all said that they would help Peng Guquan. The 8 old men left the ground and adjusted to the ground. They were poisoned for many years and took some time to recover. They were resting in the Great Peng ancient land. I don't know if my parents will come here, said Peng Xuanfei. Should come, they have been disappointed with the Great Peng family, so they will come to this old place to see. An old man said with a smile, They all know Peng Xuanfei. When Peng Xuanfei was born, I am very impressed. After a few days, Peng Guquan really came, and together with Peng Xuanfei's mother. Peng Xuanfei's mother is a middle-aged woman, and Peng Xuanfei looks a little like her. Among the Great Peng people, there are several kinds of Great Peng, Golden Peng, Fire Peng, Thunder Peng, etc., while Peng Xuanfei's mother is Fire Peng and Peng Guquan is a very special Thunder Fire. Peng Guquan didn't expect Shen Shang and Peng Xuanfei to come here. They saw the old people who were poisoned in the same year, and immediately understood that it was Shen Shang to help them detoxify. What happened to Guquan, the Great Peng family? Asked an old man. It's hard to say. In short, there is a traitor among the Great Peng people, colluding with Demon Clan together. Peng Guquan told the old man what he knew. Before the 8 olds had heard, Peng Xuanfei simply said, and now they hear the details, more angry. You have some prestige in the Great Peng family. It's better to do this. You will promote this and let the Great Peng who wants to continue to follow you here. We will build a new Great Peng family. An old man said. Many Great Peng must be kept in the dark. If they know the truth of this matter, they should act. Peng Xuanfei was with her mother at the moment, and she didn't know what to say. Before she thought she couldn't see her mother again before she left. After a few days of rest here, Shen Shang also asked Su Maiyao and 3 girls Pill Spirit to refine more detoxification dan. He handed these detoxification dan to Peng Guquan, and then they might have to poison the demon confrontation. You may need detoxification dan at that time. Peng Guquan has already sent a message to Great Peng Sacred City. Many Great Peng birds have seen Peng Guquan come back before, so after they learned about it, they chose to believe Peng Guquan. After all, Peng Guquan was caught by the poisonous demon. Peng Guquan itself has a strong strength, not to be concealed. It is difficult to be caught by the poisonous demon. Great Peng has gradually come to many Great Peng birds. The Great Peng Palace has experienced a crisis. Many Great Peng birds who have been favored by Peng Guquan have flew to the Great Peng. Great Peng is very lively at this time. Many Great Peng birds know that Peng Guquan does not have soul-defying sacred pearl, but they don't mind. It is because of soul-defying sacred pearl that Peng Guquan can be saved, otherwise they are great. The Peng family will cooperate with the poisonous demon. Over the years, many Great Peng birds have hated the poisonous demon, and the tops of their Great Peng family have been slandered with poisonous demon, which makes them very atmosphere, so after they learned the truth, they came here. The more trouble this matter, the more demon clan in the neighborhood knows. They are very angry Peng Kunyao collusion with the poisonous demon, because they think carefully. You can understand the consequences of the poisonous demon collusion. Peng Kunyao, this clearly want to dominate Soul Demon Sacred Forest. Therefore, the cities around all supported Peng Guquan to build the new Great Peng Sacred City, and all of them sent people to build a city centered on the Great Peng ancient land. Shen Shang did not leave. He stayed here and passed the method of refining detoxification dan to several old alchemists. After the masters of alchemist, they were very happy. They all agreed to Shen Shang and would like to join the Great Peng family. Peng family refining detoxification dan. As long as they have detoxification dan, they are not afraid of demon clan. In the blink of an eye, a month passed. With the help of many soul demon, the new city was built, and the Great Peng Sacred City saved was not as lively as it used to be. How did you do it? Let Peng Guquan take soul-defying sacred pearl away. Now, we don't have soul-defying sacred pearl. All the members go to Peng Guquan. We are now regarded as poisonous demon. Peng Kunyao is very angry. Brother, it's better for us to join forces with Demon Clan. If we join a few, Demon Clan will be stronger, said Peng Kunshan. The old patriarch angrily said, do you dare to blame us? Is it not your own mistakes? Peng Xuanfei, a little girl, you actually undying, and that is all. This is the mysterious human being around her. This is called Shen Zhang's guy. Strength is very mysterious, that is, he mixed into Demon Clan to save Peng Guquan, only to mess with our plan. And you have been responsible for Peng Xuanfei, you should fight to kill this brat. It's all too slow for you to react. Otherwise, as long as we have soul-defying sacred pearl, there is nothing to be afraid of. Nothing is gone now. We joined Demon Clan, and it is also controlled. We must not join them, otherwise we will only, Peng Kunyao angrily said, let's try. Can you get rid of this by old ancestor in the family? Great Peng, the oldest and oldest of the Great Peng family, is still in Soul Demon Sacred Forest, Peng Kunyao. They also know where the old ancestor is. They are now leaving. After all, there is a patriarch, which was still this ancient great Peng was ordered. Chapter 3395. The city was built, and people and Soul Demon are getting more and more, and Shen Shang feels it is time to go to the depths of Soul Demon Sacred Forest. Xuanfei, are you sure you want to go with us? Shen Shang asked. If you really go, you don't know when you can come back. Well, I have already confirmed. Peng Xuanfei has already made a decision. There was a loud noise outside, and Peng Xuanfei hastily walked out of the house and saw that there were many great pengs flying in one direction, and there was a whistling sound there. This is the call from the old ancestor mother. Peng Xuanfei was shocked. I have to go see. After Peng Xuanfei finished, he vacated and flew in the direction of the sound. Shen Shang hasn't reacted yet. Peng Xuanfei has already flown far away. He hastily entered the divine mirror of 6 paths and followed. At this time all the great pengs in the city are flying in that direction. What exactly is this old ancestor mother? So prestige, Shen Shang thought in the divine mirror of 6 paths. Probably the guy who gave birth to the entire great Peng family. You should know how Soul Demon was born, Feng Ka said. This old ancestor mother appeared. I think it was created to solve the current contradiction. Maybe it's Peng Kunyao, they called it. The gathering place is first stage away from the great Peng ancient land. When Shen Shang went there, I saw a large platform with many huge trunks. On the high platform stood a white-haired old grandma with a cane and a little hunchback. Wearing a plain gray coat, although she gives a feeling of great changes, the skin on her face is very delicate. Shen Shang guessed that this is the grandmother of the great Peng family. Xuanfei is there. After Shen Shang came out of divine mirror of 6 paths, she quietly came to Peng Xuanfei, and Peng Xuanfei and her parents were together. I have heard about your business, and it's not too small. You are really disappointed with this group of younger generations. Great Peng old ancestor sighed and his voice was helpless. Grandmother, since you know it, then you said how to deal with Peng Kunyao. They colluded with Meng Demon clan. Peng Guquan glared at Peng Kunyao. Several of them collaborate with the evil Meng Demon clan. Frame the compatriots. Can you let them go? Grandma, don't listen to him, he just wants to do patriarch himself, so he made such a lie. Peng Kunyao said with a sneer. This is just a word of his side, don't listen to him. Yes, Peng Guquan is making up for us by using soul-defying sacred pearl and my good reputation in the great Peng family. Patriarch said. Peng Guquan is not poisoned at all, he just pretends, with his own the wife and the daughter united to deceive us. Great Peng old ancestor screamed. You all shut up. Peng Kunyao. Several of them have already planned to die and refuse to admit it, because there is no evidence, so they believe that they will certainly have nothing to do. I remember that you have already had snake venom, but now you can get rid of it. What is this? Great Peng old ancestor looked at the 8 old man who had been detoxified by Shen Shang. Hearing Great Peng old ancestor, Peng Kunyao, these few carefully looked at the 8 old man, because this 8 old poisoned for a long time, has been frozen in the cold room, so that Peng Kunyao and Great Peng patriarch almost forgot. Now take a closer look, actually standing here. Peng Kunyao picked them up in their hearts, because Peng Guquan has mastered the way to understand the poison, so Peng Guquan can detoxify after poisoning, which makes sense. This is mainly thanks to the little friend that Xuanfei knows. He has detoxification Dan, which is what he helped us to read. An old man said, Grandma, you must know that Guquan is the little friend who rescued from the snake's nest. Out, so I will give him soul-defying sacred pearl. Peng Kunyao. They looked at Shen Shang, and they were angry at it, because Shen Shang destroyed all their plans, and the brat that killed the knife made him hate it. Grandma, now you should believe that I was taken away by Demon Clan. I have been poisoned for many years. It is Shen Shang who detoxified me. Peng Guquan said. I decided to do this. Great Peng old ancestor nodded and looked at Shen Shang. I don't know if I can give me a detoxification Dan, let me. Of course. Shen Shang immediately threw a pale green detoxification Dan. After eating Great Peng old ancestor, his face was a little surprised, and then nodded again and again. Not bad, actually this is the idea of refining detoxification Dan. Why didn't I think of it? It was a very simple thing, but I think it is complicated. After the frozen 8 old poisoned, the Great Peng old ancestor came out to detoxify them, but did not succeed, and then worked hard on detoxification Dan until now, there is still no breakthrough. Guquan, can you come up with solid evidence to prove that Kunyao collaborated with Demon Clan? If not, this will be done. Great Peng old ancestor said that she is now somewhat embarrassed. Peng Guquan gritted his head at the catching Peng Kunyao. I know you didn't. Hey, now everyone should see it. I am innocent, Peng Guquan has framed me. Peng Kunyao pointed to Peng Guquan angrily said, you destroy my reputation, you must be held accountable. Responsibility. Well, Peng Kunshan wants to snatch my soul-defying sacred pearl that day. Why? The two elders can prove that not only Peng Kunshan wants to snatch soul-defying sacred pearl, but Patriarch has several elders who want to stop me. Soul-defying sacred pearl is my thing. I also said it when I gave it out. I can take it away at any time. Peng Guquan asked Peng Kunshan and Patriarch a few of them. The two elders stood up and took all the sights they saw on the same day. They were not with Peng Kunyao. When the family split, they both went to the great Peng old ancestor for the first time. After that, they did not contact Peng Kunyao and Peng Guquan at all, and their words were very credible. Peng Kunshan couldn't explain this. At the beginning, he did fight and grabbed it, and he also killed Intent Dasheng. The most difficult thing to explain was Patriarch. They surrounded the two juniors, Shenshong and Peng Xuanfei. It's all because they've been saddened by the fact that soul-defying sacred pearl fell into a human hand and made a fuss. No wonder soul-defying sacred pearl is very useful for our great Peng family, for the benefit of the whole family. Patriarch, I will make this mistake. Peng Kunyao said loudly. Black is said to be white, which makes Peng Guquan angry. Peng Guquan, what else do you have to say? We are loyal to the great Peng family, but you are framed by this villain. Peng Kunyao said with a sneer, my heart is very haughty. Wait, I have evidence. Shenshong suddenly said. He took out a big crystal ball, and he controlled the crystal ball to float to the sky so that everyone could see it. I saw a few figures in the crystal ball, and it was Peng Kunyao and the old poisonous cockroaches. It's an old fellow of Demon Clan, I haven't seen them for a long time. Great Peng old ancestor squinted and stared at the crystal ball. Then, crystal ball sends out the sound. 3 old, when can you help Peng Guquan get rid of the poison at the earliest? This is the voice of Peng Kunyao. It takes at least 5 months. We have helped him detoxify with the fastest speed, this guy is too strong. If we didn't use it as poisonously, we will definitely lose a lot of money. Demon Clan will definitely lose a lot. He is not dead, very powerful. This is the voice of the old drug lord. Oh, now is very urgent. If you don't hurry, I'm afraid I can't get soul-defying sacred pearl. If I take Peng Guquan back now, I have a higher status in the great Peng family and I can get soul-defying sacred pearl immediately. After Peng Guquan was poisoned, Yuan Qi would definitely be hurt and it would be difficult to compete with me for Patriarch. Don't you say that you want to kill the little girl? Also sacrificed a little demon. Don't mention it, it's a wicked door, it can't be successful twice. It can obviously poison her, but she can always detoxify herself. Say, your poison is not going to work. Why is she always not dead? All of the above were discovered by Shenshong on the same day. I heard it from the ear and he extracted this memory with the secret method for everyone to watch. Peng Kunyao stunned, he didn't expect Shenshong to have this hand. At this time, he was sweating, and Patriarch was the same. After seeing the two elders, they were anxious and immediately rushed over, engulfing Peng Kunyao, and more than a dozen old men in the great Peng family rushed to surround them. Peng Kunyao, what else do you have to say? Peng Guquan took a deep breath, Shenshong but helped a lot. Chapter 3397. Qin Shuang really found a nearby teleportation formation, and now it is more certain that the Sun Old Ancestor has been here. Great, but now how do you know where the teleportation formation is? Shenshong asked. This formation plate can determine the direction. Qin Shuang clenched the small formation plate, injecting an energy, letting the formation plate emit light, and then she rotated in place. When she rotated, the formation plate was bright, she immediately stopped, that is the direction of the ancient teleportation formation. After determining the direction, Shenshong immediately accelerated the flight of Divine Mirror of 6 paths. Where is your grandfather's teleportation formation taking me to where we are? Shenshong is very curious. I don't know, but when it's time to open, most of them need Crystal Emperor. Qin Shuang light with a smile, you may need to use Crystal Emperor at that time. Shenshong also has a few Crystal Emperors, which he doesn't use now, but if he used to open teleportation formation, he still has some reluctance. The Crystal Emperor is also a form of energy. I don't know if I can eat it for Pill Spirit. Can they condense the Crystal Emperor? Shenshong said, this is his Idadudley. If Pill Spirit can do it, he will not use it later. I have been refining the Crystal Emperor for a long time. Although he can refine it, he needs to stay in time domain for a long time and will sneak out the birds. Sister Maiyao, do you say this is possible? Shen Shang asked. Su Maiyao also knows how to use the derivative method and the collision method, but there is no such extreme thing as Shen Shang, but she can also refine the Crystal Emperor. She had talked to Shen Shang before, but she needed more time than Shen Shang. Of course it is possible, I asked the 3 little girls, Su Maiyao said. 3 girls Pill Spirit are playing with Long Shui Shishi Haha at this time. Long Shui is very easy to practice, so she spends most of her time playing. According to her, only physical and mental pleasure, she promotes the speed as fast. The original girl Pill Spirit is very quiet, but since Long Shui came, it has started to be a bit wild, and it is estimated that it will take a long time to evolve into a wild donkey. After asking about 3 girls Pill Spirit, Su Maiyao said to Shen Shang, they said yes, they need about 20 Crystal Emperors. Let one of Wawa and Li Li eat, that's alright, and then their sisters will practice the twin technique of assimilation. Shen Shang said, your Pill Spirit should not be able to practice the twin technique with them. After all, different bloodlines, of course not. Su Maiyao said, but don't worry, wait until Wawa and Li Li successfully condense the Crystal Emperor and then give my Pill Spirit to eat, that's alright. To refine 20 Crystal Emperors, this can take a lot of time. I am now a world-defying Sacred Realm middle stage. Using multiple first-level collision methods and refining simulation techniques should save more time. Shen Shang did not enter world-defying Sacred Realm during the last refining. Now he can be many times stronger than before, and he can use the mysterious ancient fire. Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. When flying a long journey, Qin Shuang will use the formation plate to confirm the direction, so that Shen Shang can fly more accurately to the place where the teleportation formation is located. 2 days later, Shen Shang and Qin Shuang found the teleportation formation, which was not very big and could only stand in a few people. Your grandfather has hidden this legend, Shen Shang said with a smile. He and Qin Shuang are in the tree hole of a big tree. If Qin Shuang is not using the formation plate, it is normal. It is hard to find. There are many such giant trees in Soul Demon Sacred Forest, and they are very vast. There is no such thing as Soul Demon will notice this big tree. Now want to open teleportation formation, or wait for Pill Spirit to evolve successfully? Qin Shuang asked. When they evolved, they can't catch up with the old woman anyway. Shen Shang knows that he has been smashed away by Great Peng Old Ancestor. He wants to find Great Peng Old Ancestor and can only go to the innocent. Good, Qin Shuang can wait, because once Pill Spirit has evolved successfully, it means that there will be endless Crystal Emperor in the future, and she is excited to think about it. After Qin Shuang and Shen Shang left the teleportation formation, they created a secret tree hole in a nearby tree, and Shen Shang refining the Crystal Emperor. When Shen Shang alchemy uses time domain, Qin Shuang enters hidden Jade Villa and does not have to wait for many days. Shen Shang can be successfully refining. It's time to start refining this boring thing. Shen Shang took out Heaven Creation Cauldron Stove and a bunch of myriad Dao Divine Soil Crystal to start refining. With, I can go to comprehend Dao Creation spell. Shen Shang shines, and now the first level of Dao Creation spell has been realized by him. He can instantly use the energy to draw the perfect Dao Creation spell. Hey, for a short time now, I can try to understand second level Dao Creation spell. Shen Shang poured Divine Sense into Divine Mirror of 6 Paths to find Dao Creation spell. Dao Creation spell at second level is just one more than first level. Although there are only 2 strokes in total, it has a headache for Shen Shang. Dao Creation spell at first level is an attribute of various strengths. I don't know what second level Dao Creation spell would be like. Really looking forward to it. XA levels Dao Creation spell can directly absorb the power of world defying without attributes, and then turn it into more powerful attribute strength, such as lightning, flame, water and frost, shock, earth, etc., are the common strength in nature. And Shen Shang can superposition these spells, such as Thunder Fire Oscillating Superposition, it will make the released strength more violent. Water and frost, as well as wind superposition, can create a very terrifying blizzard. If superposition lightning is used, it is stormy thunder and snow, more terrifying. Shen Shang can only superposition together, but he never used it. He just thought it was very powerful. When comprehending second level Dao Creation spell, time passed quickly. He had already produced 5 Crystal Emperors, but he didn't realize it with an second-level Tao creation spell. This second-level Tao creation spell is not the same as the first level. The 9 Tao creation spells at first level have no commonality, and the 9 Tao creation spells at second level, from the simplest one to the most complex one, there is a certain commonality, so this second-level Tao creation spell should be able to release the same energy. Shen Shang judged from the outline of these Tao creation spell. If I can comprehend the simplest one, then it will be much simpler, and I won't need too much time. This makes Shen Shang more curious about what kind of energy the second-level Tao creation spell can release. The 5 Crystal Emperors that have been refining have already been eaten by Zhang Sili. Her refining also takes a lot of time, and it has only been 3 days before. Shen Shang is exhibiting the 3rd-level time domain. At this time, his world-defying sacred realm middle stage will not burden the 3rd-level time domain. Even if he is exhausted, he will be able to add it back soon. Chapter 3398. Comprehend Tao creation spell for Shen Shang, it's just killing time. His refining Crystal Emperor is already familiar with the light, and can be distracted to comprehend Tao creation spell without disturbing each other. Just to make Shen Shang very depressed, he spent 6 or 75 years in time domain, but still can't comprehend an second-level Tao creation spell. He can't use world-defying to successfully condense a Tao creation spell comes. Why is it so difficult? It's much harder than the first level. When Shen Shang went to comprehend Tao creation spell at the first level, he felt that the second level would be harder and harder, but now he's wrong. It's too much. Shen Shang can only continue to comprehend. He has now refining 10 Crystal Emperors. The Crystal Emperor he refines is the best quality, mainly to ensure the successful evolution of Pill Spirit. Now he refines the Crystal Emperor, which is much higher quality than his earliest refining. According to Qin Shuang, it has reached the level of the Sun Old Ancestor. In the blink of an eye, Shen Shang refining 5 Crystal Emperors to eat for Zhang Sili, and he still hasn't condensed an second-level Tao creation spell to make him want to give up. Since they have all started, he can only continue. To understand Tao creation spell, you need to use your own world-defying power to create a Tao creation spell. It needs a charm and nature, even if there is a little deviation, it will not succeed. Shen Shang hasn't remembered how many times he has condensed for many years. It looks exactly the same. It is no different from those of Tao creation spell in Divine Mirror of 6 Paths, but Tao creation spell, which he condenses, can't live anymore. It is dead. If Tao creation spell is fascinated, then Tao creation spell will come alive and release the unique strength of Tao creation spell. You can't be violent, you must calm down, flatly similarly think, flatly similarly think. Shen Shang warned himself that if his emotions are too terrible, then he will only fail more and more. Shen Shang has been in time domain for more than a decade, and this time, Tao creation spell, who he condensed, finally reacted, which made him ecstatic. Tao creation spell is a success. What is Tao creation spell? Shen Shang stared at the Tao creation spell, who he had successfully condensed, and was shaking slightly. Shocking strength. Shen Shang frowned and said, "No, shock strength is not like this, and I have condensed Tao creation spell before, and I should not have it again in second level." Just when Shen Shang was puzzled, the Tao creation spell suddenly condensed and then contracted himself, and the breath released at this time shocked Shen Shang. Self-raised. Shen Shang took a deep breath. Tao creation spell itself is the condense of Shen Shang with the power of world-defying, and the Tao creation spell has doubled its energy after a brief release of energy. Is it possible to enhance the attribute? Can you double your energy? Shen Shang was very excited. If this is the case, when I am alchemy, I will paint this Tao creation spell, can't it be me? Is Dan quality doubled? Shen Shang looked at the remaining 8 Tao creation spells in Divine Mirror of 6 Paths. He can be sure that those Tao creation spells should also have doubled attributes, but the added multiples will be more. For example, the second-order second-level Tao creation spell can be doubled. Hurry and try it on the Crystal Emperor. Shen Shang happened to have a Crystal Emperor to succeed, at which point he only had to use the melted Crystal Emperor to condense Tao creation spell. That's alright. The Crystal Emperor, although sturdy, turned into a liquid under the incense flame burning of Shen Shang. Shen Shang, according to the feeling just now, twisted the Crystal Emperor that was about to be condensed into an second-level Tao creation spell with a strong strength. Successful. Shen Shang saw the tiny Tao creation spell formed by the Crystal Emperor and looked forward to it. The Crystal Emperor in the shape of Tao creation spell is shaking, and then it spurts out a breath, which doubles in a flash, which is equivalent to 2 Crystal Emperors. Shen Shang immediately heats the Crystal Emperor, compressing the Crystal Emperor to a smaller size, and improving the quality when compressing. Although the shape of the Crystal Emperor has become square, it is strange that inside the Crystal Emperor, there is a thin second-level Tao creation spell that is as thin as a hair. If you don't look carefully, it is hard to find. Tao creation spell is still inside, it's amazing. Shen Shang handed the Crystal Emperor to Su Maiyao and then successfully realized the loss of second-level Tao creation spell. You told Su Maiyao to let them. Qin Shuang was very interested. She also saw Shen Zhang's first-level Tao creation spell. She and Su Maiyao tried to condense, but they never succeeded. Zhang Sili absorbed this Crystal Emperor and surcedly said, "Powerful energy." Now Zhang Sili is just eating the 16th Crystal Emperor, but she said, "Elder brother Shen Shang, I might eat this and it will evolve." This Crystal Emperor is probably only about 2 or 3 before, not enough for you to evolve. Shen Shang was very curious. No, after eating it, I don't know why, and it has doubled inexplicably. Zhang Sili also felt strange. She felt that she absorbed a Crystal Emperor like this, 5 or 6 before the top. Later, she said it again in detail. Su Maiyao said, "It must be the tiny Tao creation spell inside the Crystal Emperor." After Li Li is absorbed into the body, this silk Tao creation spell still plays a role, blending with the refining Tao creation spell. The Tao creation spell, which was refining, doubled the energy. This Tao creation spell is terrifying. Shen Shang was very surprised. Now he understands why Ji Yutong's refining weapon is so terrifying, but that's just a little bit of Tao creation spell. The energy boost is many times. This is the ability of second-level Tao creation spell. I don't know what third-level Tao creation spell would be like. Shen Shang is very curious. He feels that he doesn't need to understand second-level Tao creation spell. I can go to the third-level Tao creation spell, but it takes a long time, that's it. Zhang Sili has evolved successfully. She can condense 2 Crystal Emperors in one day. Like the laying of eggs, Shen Shang put her and Zhang Saihua into time domain. For only half a day, they practiced the twin technique. They can condense 20 Crystal Emperors for Su Maiyao's pill spirit Su Xiaoyao in 4 days at a speed of 4, and 3 pill spirits are evolved. If necessary, they can make 6 in one day. Crystal Emperor, Heaven Defying is very good. His mother, who bullied me in the future, I used the Crystal Emperor to slap his uncle. Shen Shang held 6 Crystal Emperors in his hand, haha smirked, he spent so many years in time domain, finally not in vain. Qin Shuang, though surprised, is used to it. She comes out of Hidden Jade Villa, puts the Crystal Emperor into a groove on the teleportation formation, and then turns on teleportation formation. I don't know where I will go, I really look forward to it. After Qin Shuang finished, teleportation formation has been opened. Chapter 3399. After the teleportation formation was opened, Shen Shang and Qin Shuang immediately came to another teleportation formation, which is still in the Soul Demon Sacred Forest. I haven't walked out of Soul Demon Sacred Forest yet. Shen Shang saw all around still a lot of trees, but sighed. I don't know why Grandpa wants to get a teleportation formation here. Qin Shuang thought it would send Soul Demon Sacred Forest. Shen Shang took out Divine Mirror of 6 Paths and said, "You enter Hidden Jade Villa. I walk around and see what is special here." Soul Demon Sacred Forest is very big. Sun Old Ancestor has made a teleportation formation here for sure, but he hasn't found it yet. Qin Shuang has entered the Hidden Jade Villa, and Shen Shang rides the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths through the giant trees, which are huge towering trees that seem to be much larger overall than he has seen before. There are a lot of trees here. Is this another area of Soul Demon Sacred Forest? Did the previous Soul Demon and humans never come to this place? Shen Shang thought secretly. He controlled the Divine Mirror of 6 Paths to continue flying, and soon after, he saw a lot of water in front. The large giant tree in front was soaked in the water. He came to a water. The tree grows in the water, and 1/3 of the giant tree is soaked in the water. The big tree is still green and evergreen. It can be seen that these waters are more dead than the big trees, but they can make these trees become taller and more tenacious. I really came to a different area. Shen Shang walked through a period of time in this water area and found that all around is water, endless, and giant trees are everywhere. I don't know if there is any soul demon here, said Shen Shang. I will know when I look for it. The energy here seems to be stronger than the previous area. If there is soul demon here, it is definitely a strong one, and I don't know where it is, Qin Shuang said. She has already come to the divine mirror of 6 paths, and Jade has to beat the clear water here. Hey, there seems to be something below. Qin Shuang frowned and said, look, it's a light spot, not too small. Shen Shang immediately looked at the underwater under the direction of Qin Shuang, and it really had a big light spot. Is this violent world-defying soul? Shen Shang surprisedly said, if it is violent world-defying soul, why is it here, and it's still big? Violent world-defying soul is not only big, but not much. Qin Shuang asked Shen Shang to walk around. Shen Shang flew the divine mirror of 6 paths and found that the violent world-defying soul popped up from time to time under the water. Is this the river of world-defying soul river? Shen Shang was shocked. If that's the case, it's dangerous here at night. Qin Shuang doesn't know about this soul demon sacred forest, so she can't be sure what's going on. Below is the violent world-defying soul, and still not weak violent world-defying soul. Shen Shang cannot dare to dive, otherwise it will be very dangerous. You can only continue to look for teleportation formation. Qin Shuang said, my grandfather should have a teleportation formation here. She took out the small form plate and started to sense. Shen Shang let divine mirror of 6 paths fly around, and he feels that this place is not easy. No response, this is really a bad place. Qin Shuang frowned. I feel that this is very different from the previous soul demon sacred forest, but I can't tell where it is different. Shen Shang can only fly around and look for soul demon. At night, he thought that violent world-defying soul had to emerge from the water, but there was no, which made him feel relieved. The violent world-defying soul is so big, if it all emerges, it is very terrifying. In the next few days, Shen Shang was looking around for soul demon and didn't let him down. The tree in front has a tree hole, which should be like a creature. Shen Shang saw a tree hole far away, and the tree hole was not small. When he was close, he found that more trees behind the big tree had large and small tree holes. The big trees in this area had tree holes, like a group living here, or a city here. Shen Shang has already applied anti-strength to make himself invisible. He still doesn't know what the ethnic group is. If it is that kind of murderousness, he doesn't have to show up. If it is normal, he can communicate. Just ask. Shen Shang, who is invisible, entered this area. It was very quiet at this time, but now it is noon, which makes him feel a bit strange. Is it empty here? Has it been moved? It's no surprise that Shen Zhang's doubts are in his heart. For a long time, it's so quiet. Just when he had this idea, there was a thing flying out of the tree hole and falling into the water. Looking closely, Shen Shang saw that the thing that fell out was a person, and it seemed to be painted with a lot of dark things, and after falling into the water, the calm water surface was suddenly undulating. Oh, a huge thing plunged from the water and entered into a black crocodile. It was a few feet long, and the person who painted black things was very small in this mouth. Just barely enough to stuff your teeth. Yes, that person was swallowed by a giant crocodile. When the giant crocodile returned to the water, Shen Shang took a deep breath. Just now, the giant crocodile came up with a head, but it was very huge. The size of the body hidden in the water can be imagined. After Shen Shang returned to God, he looked at all the tree holes on the big trees. Many people stood in the tree hole and looked at the scene just now. There are so many people here. Of course, now Shen Shang can't be sure if it is human. He carefully observed these people. From the point of view of wearing, they are not like the old ones. They all know how to make very nice clothes, but why do they live in the tree hole? This is the end of the rules of our rule. No matter which ethnic group you come from, come to our ancient wolf clan. As long as we violate the rules we set, we will be thrown away to feed the fish. An old man standing on a tree hole mouth said aloud. What is this actually ancient wolf clan? It doesn't sound human. Shen Shang now understands what happened to the man who was just thrown away. Actually, he was punished. He was thrown into the water to feed the fish. It shows that the giant crocodile is still very strong, and there must be many such giant crocodiles here. This place should be able to accommodate other ethnic groups. Shen Shang made up his mind and went to a tree hole to see that his divine mirror of 6 paths didn't fly very high. He had to get a very short tree hole to get into the big inside the tree. Shen Shang continued to fly around, and he suddenly noticed a group of people standing on the back of a black giant crocodile, as if by boat, and then into the tree hole of a giant tree. The giant crocodile here should be what the ancient wolf clan raised. Shen Shang understood. Chapter 3400. Shen Shang is now quietly entering the tree hole. He sees those people coming down from the tree hole, then walks up a staircase and enters the top of the tree. The big trees here are very far apart, but the top canopy is very large, so most of them are connected. The thick branches can link together and you can go to each tree. Shen Shang has already appeared and walked up the stairs. At this time he was inside the trunk of the giant tree. This interior has been hollowed out, but the big tree seems to be unaffected. The big tree here is like a huge building. It's not bad, so you don't have to build a house. Shen Shang came to the top, a very lively market, and the interior of the trunk was still very large. This layer can accommodate more than 10,000 people, and there are many layers on it. Shen Shang is here to see people, then the soul demon of the half-human and half-beast that I have seen before. Where is this? Shen Shang is very curious, he can only go on, find a suitable place, and ask. Going up all the time, Shen Shang finally came to a place to drink tea. Instead of trading with Myriad Dao Divine Soil, I use Myriad Dao Divine Soil Crystal, but he doesn't lack this, so he can be very wealthy here. After taking a sip of tea, he felt the mellowness of the entrance and the warmth that poured into his body. He couldn't help but sigh. I don't know what to use, it's so delicious. After Shen Shang enjoyed a few drinks, he asked for 2 pots to be placed in the hidden jade villa, so that the women inside would also taste it. Although drinking tea can't bring any improvement, it can bring a refreshing feeling to the spirit. It is a kind of enjoyment and can relax. Good to drink, it seems that people here know how to enjoy. Little rascal, you hurry to find it, there is nothing to eat here. Long Shui hastily asked, she is a greedy dragon, most like to eat delicious something is gone. When Shen Shang was drinking tea, she saw a lonely old man coming in, just to get the most common tea, and Shen Shang immediately took the best tea of his pot. Old mister, you are yourself, I am one, not as good as we are. Shen Shang politely said with a smile. Old man is very plain, a grey coat is old and white, but he is full of energy, giving a very lively feeling. Very happy, old man even if he didn't see Shen Zhang's expensive tea, he was very happy. After all, he was such a bad old man that many people disliked. Brat Shen Shang, I don't know what old mister calls. Shen Shang said after pouring a cup of tea to the old man. Shui Wenbo, old man he smiled. Young people, from the breath of your body, you don't seem to be Soul Clan. Old Shui is really good eyesight, but I was seen by you. Shen Shang has a heart, said with a smile, I just came here, I don't know much about many things. I don't know if old Shui can tell 1 or 2. You are coming over human race. Here, there is human race and Soul Clan. I am human race, but I have been to Soul Clan for a long time. Shui Wenbo said, so you don't need to use it. Too worried, this ancient wolf clan is not bad, and there is no hostility to human race. What kind of existence is Soul Clan? Shen Shang whispered, worried that he would be beaten by nearby Soul Clan. Cough cough, as all made by violent world-defying soul. Shui Wenbo didn't expect Shen Shang to even know this. So that's how it is. Shen Shang finally understood, that is, the soul demon family, but because shapeshift is very thorough, the appearance looks exactly the same as humans, and it is called Soul Clan. Old Shui, the violent world-defying soul in the water doesn't seem to be small. Shen Shang added, because the violent world-defying soul he had seen before was not that big. This is 3rd layer world-defying soul river, certainly not small. Shui Wenbo he smiled, drank a cup of tea, poured himself and also helped Shen Shang pour tea. Shen Shang is stunned, this is actually the 3rd layer world-defying soul river. There are many powerful ethnic groups on this, he really did not expect that the teleportation formation actually sent them to the 3rd layer world-defying soul river, the Sun Old Ancestors teleportation formation really has a great purpose. Qin Shuang was also shocked. They all thought that they were still in the Soul Demon Sacred Forest. They just thought that they were far away from the Great Peng family. They didn't expect to come to the 3rd layer world-defying soul river. Old Shui, have you heard of the Land of Innocence? Shen Shang asked again, the soul demon of the world-defying soul river had heard of it, and human race and Soul Clan here must have heard of it. Of course I heard that, but in the 6th layer world-defying soul river, the top. Shui Wenbo looked at the top and said, there are still 2 world-defying soul rivers, not enough strength, it is difficult to go. What kind of strength do you usually have to go? Shen Shang asked, but he was anxious to go there to find the Sun Old Ancestor and Great Peng Old Ancestor. He also doesn't know that Great Peng Old Ancestor is now in the above place. If you want to go to the place of innocence, you must pass through here. World-defying sacred realm is the strength of the peak, and this is still strong. Shui Wenbo shook his head and said, I don't know the specifics. I haven't tried it. I am only a world-defying sacred realm late stage. I dare not go. Try it, it is very dangerous. Shen Shang thinks that he will not be difficult if he wants to go. If the Sun Old Ancestor leaves the teleportation formation, he only consumes a little crystal emperor, that's alright. Although Shui Wenbo seems to be lonely, his temperament makes Shen Shang feel that he has been brilliant. Old Shui, are you an anonymous expert? Shen Shang said with a smile. I think you have a good momentum, it shouldn't be like this. Shui Wenbo laughed at himself. I don't need any incognito, I just left the actual place where I used to be at the peak. Come here to meditate. Can you talk to me? It seems old Shui, you used to be a figure to rebuke heaven and earth. Shen Shang was very curious and called a pot of better tea. Look at the amount you asked me to drink tea, I will talk to you, don't laugh at me, that's it. Shui Wenbo is really an old man with a story. Of course I won't laugh at you, said Shen Shang. Human race and Soul Clan are very different, you should know. Human race is not in the same area as Soul Clan. Soul Clan is a similar gathering, such as Ancient Wolf Clan, which is made up of various violent world-defying wolves. The turned wolves gather together. What the tigers, the swords, and the sword clan are all like. Shen Shang nodded. He now thought that the violent soul among the violent world-defying soul was also transformed into a human shape. And humans like to build cities, build empire, build sects, and draw a variety of like-minded people to create a powerful force. Shui Wenbo said here, could not help but sigh, I used to be an emperor of the empire. Quote,